man, what a relaxing time. Perfect time for a smoke break.
Where did those come from?
Like every other podcast out there. They're just faking the whole time.
Every time someone comes in, they're like, what?
This podcast brought to you by Seneca. Smooth,
You gotta sound like Rod
flavorful.
Sterling while doing it.
Deadly.
These are my favorite secrets.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome back to episode 102 of the Snarp Fangle Podcast. I'm your host, Jake Metzger. I almost ran over a black cat on my way home.
Uh-oh.
Along with just some weird people. And they're the weirdest people you ever met. First off, we got that one guy. He's got the moxie. The moxie for evil plans for this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, David Reed. David, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Ready to catch up on some villainous plans?
Yes, I've just taken a nice break with my beloved Seneca cigarettes,
Ooh.
and I'm ready to podcast.
Wow. Did you know those are smooth and roll right off the tongue when you breathe them in?
Is that are there actual cigarettes in that box?
This
Probably.
Yeah, it was for the prop.
yeah,
for
this is
that,
a prop for one of our thumbnails.
Thumbnails.
I had an idea for the thumbnail, and I couldn't find any place to get prop cigarettes fast enough.
So you just bought
So I just went to the convenience store and bought a pack of cigarettes.
for $10.
I don't even know how much I paid for it. I literally just I just need a pack of cigarettes. Give me the cheapest one you can find.
Anything that's red.
The guy's like, man, this guy needs his hit.
I need his face, man. And it was a great thumbnail. One of our best, I'd say.
That sounds villainous.
Our other co-host this week. Oh man, she's somebody who's got a fever. And the only remedy is more Maul. Darth Maul, that is. Ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea Metzger.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm doing really good today. I moved some really heavy stuff with the guys at work,
Mm.
and we all worked as a team. It felt good today.
Reminds me of that South Park episode where they're like, it's too gay.
What? What? What does that have to do
Everybody
with
back on
anything
the
I
pile,
just
guys.
said?
It's too gay. All right, anyway.
What the?
I don't know. That immediately came to mind when you're like, I was moving a bunch of
That's
heavy
so
stuff with some
ADD
guys.
of you.
Our final guest is a lady who's just hankering to talk about why Jesse and James are the quintessential cartoon villains of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, Lexi Metzger.
Facts.
How you doing, Lexi?
I am doing good.
Good to be on the podcast.
I haven't been on since whenever the
Was it the-
Beyond Good and Evil
Was
podcast.
that- okay, that was the last
it-
one you were
No,
on?
was it the cartoon one after that?
No, I thought we did that one.
That was way before, I think.
we have
Yeah,
to
that
look
was
at it.
62. Beyond Good and Evil was 70.
1962.
I'm so old now. Actually, 62 is not old, guys.
I know I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
David's 64,
What's the?
you know?
I'm
so
getting
he's
a
getting up there.
library card.
Oh, you didn't do that today?
No.
I looked up, funny you mentioned that. I looked up a movie today on that justwatch.com where you can go and find out where things are streaming
Oh
and
yeah,
you
it's
can
like a
rent them.
database.
And I was looking at Primitive War, the dinosaur Vietnam movie that came out last year. And I heard it was good. Malachi said, you got to watch it. And I'm like, okay. I looked up, and it's on Canopy, which is a documentary website for educators.
Oh yeah,
You
you
can
can
go
get
on
through a
there.
library
Ah.
card.
Yeah, and I
Okay,
tried to put in my library card, and nothing happened. I was really bummed
Okay,
out.
Dinosaur Vietnam
Yeah.
movie
Yeah.
on a educational website.
Yeah. I don't know why. But maybe they have some deal because it's historical fiction.
I mean,
You
is
get
this
2
is this
times-
educational in the sense that the History Channel is educational?
Yeah,
Ancient
yeah.
aliens, anybody? You know?
How
Lost Tapes. Oh, no, Lost Tapes was Discovery Channel.
How history could have been
I
awesome.
think it was.
That show sucks. I just stayed up
Lost
late.
Tapes?
I stayed up late one night.
That's like the only one I actually enjoyed.
Somebody put them all on YouTube, and I stayed up late
Yeah.
one night and watched them, and I got kind of creeped out.
I was like, you didn't get scared?
A little bit. For any and all inquiries and why you listening, want to send your Magatron fan art as well as your Trump Formers artwork, send them on over to snarpfanglepod@gmail.com. Alrighty, guys. Well, welcome to episode 102. We took the initiative from this wonderful cadre of people, and we are gathered together today to discuss our favorite fictional villains.
Wow.
No real ones, though. We ain't dealing with Mussolinis and Genghis Khans, okay? We can't talk about our favorite ones. I know that you're your favorite, Lexi. You love Genghis Khan. You love all the genocide he caused in the world. But we're not going to talk about him today.
What
Yeah,
about what about my favorite fictional villain, Adolf Hitler?
Fictional villain?
In
You
what-
know,
in what
from
world?
the final boss of Wolfenstein
Yeah,
3D.
Mecha Hitler,
The head of Hitler.
Mecha Hitler, yeah. I mean, we'll talk about that in another episode. Wolfenstein retrospective. Peak analysis. Wolfenstein,
Peak analysis.
The New Order.
Coming soon.
Ooh, like id Software retrospective.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Ooh, yeah.
We're already dooming it up and
Oh,
breaking
yeah.
it up over here. All right. Well, anyway, we're here to talk about our favorite villains from media. We didn't really put a parameter around it. We just said any kind of media. So I think, Chelsea, you wrote down books, movies, plays, video games, comics,
Anything that
manga.
a fictional villain was in a radio show. I don't know.
Manga. Make America not great again. Manga.
They don't care about what Americans think about them.
Okay, we better get started before we summon another alternate universe Trump. Okay.
Oh.
So, Chelsea, I want to ask you this question that you wrote down. What defines a villain? You have this prompt here, and I'm like, well, what does define a villain? Because I have kind of a
I did like
collection of
basic
different
textbook description.
Someone who bad.
And what is that? What is that? Is it some evil person?
So the antagonist to a hero, if there is no hero in the story, the villain is someone who disrupts for their own personal gain. Usually villains have motivation through self-centeredness, but some villains don't, and unless their vision is skewed and they skewed of what is morally correct and what is right for the greater good. Because there are a lot of villains who think they are right,
Yeah.
like in The Watchmen
Yeah.
and stuff. Like the greater good is a million of people will die, but a billion people will live in the process and
Mhm.
stuff.
Hmm.
Which is why Rorschach is the hero and not a villain.
Sounds like the plot to Oppenheimer, but that's not fictional, at least from what I know.
That was
Anyway.
a fictional movie.
No, that's a
Those are
that's a real
fictional
movie. That's a real movie. Real stuff happened.
They weren't that good looking in real life.
That's a good question. Probably not Emily Blunt's character. But anyway. Oh, that reminds
Okay,
me
yeah,
of something.
that's what that means.
I'm just going to derail it again. That reminds me of somebody.
Oh no.
Somebody, I was talking to a coworker, and they're talking about Nicholas Holt in Warm Bodies, and they're like, yeah, Nicholas Holt's, he's just so cute. This is a girl, this is some chick talking to me. And I was like, oh yeah, and they're like, and they got rid of his hair. And then somebody else replied, yeah, they got rid of his hair.
In
And I was like,
Superman?
what? And they're like, it's Superman. I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Is he
And
the
just to hear that comment just without context, like, they
Wait.
got rid of his hair.
You're like thinking about the movie, you're like, he didn't do that in One Body.
Wait,
Yeah, what?
in Warm Bodies, is he the zombie?
yeah, he's
Ar?
a
Main
zombie.
guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's R or whatever his name is.
I haven't seen it in so long.
Yeah.
Well, I remember R because it's supposed to be Romeo and Juliet because her name's Jules.
Right. Yeah.
All right, well, let's get it going. Let's see. I'm gonna hand it over to Chelsea. Chelsea, let's go with you first. What's your first pick? We each, I think, picked about 4 each. And let's
Yeah,
just go
so we
through
picked
and
4.
what our favorite villains are in different media. Why they're so cool or bad or evil or disliked.
My first pick is my number one favorite, probably character of anything of all time, which is Darth Maul from Star Wars.
Ooh.
And I'm talking full canon Darth Maul, not just Phantom Menace, because I know David is just thinking about Phantom Menace.
I mean, he's pretty
Well,
cool.
I went
in
for
Phantom
most
Menace.
people
I
would be
try not to think about Phantom Menace. It was a dark time.
I'm
Dark-
ignoring David right now.
Dark times.
I was
Dark
gonna be
times.
like, I debated. I was like, is he the best? I was like, well, Darth Vader is like the best villain in
Yeah,
Star Wars.
Darth
But
Vader's
I was
fine.
like, well, Darth Maul's story is so complicated. But I'm like, it's too convoluted, because in order to understand his full story after Phantom Menace, you have to watch the Clone Wars episodes, and in between those episodes of the animated series, you have to read certain comics and books that they came out with to fully understand his journey.
There's enough to fill
And then it ends with
there's enough to fill a giant Star Wars shelf, which Chelsea has displayed
it's
proudly.
not giant. I'm running out of room.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's too hard to get people into that character. I was like, and they, like, I feel like the writers at the time didn't know what to do. They kept handing it off to different writers. But he stayed consistent almost.
Yeah, he was pretty consistent. I remember Thad growing up had the comic books where like there was blood in them.
That was one of the many
Yeah.
like missions he went on before Phantom Menace, because you could literally do anything with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you could tour the whole galaxy before you get to the movie.
Yeah, Darth Maul's interesting. I know that he has such a resurgence with like the Clone Wars show, and then Rebels proceeding after
He's
that.
getting his own
And now he's
show
getting his own
in
show
April.
on Disney Plus.
So excited.
Dave Filoni just can't stop making Darth Maul stuff, which is cool. I like the stuff they've done with Darth Maul.
I guess George Lucas, fans were demanding, oh, is he gonna come back? Like, and George Lucas was like, no, because that would be like, what is it, like retconning a character or whatever. And so he was like, no, we're not doing that. And he was all like, no, he's just a one and done. That's all I made him for. And then like it finally got to like season. The Clone Wars animated series had been going on for like 4
I think it's season
seasons.
4 or 5, yeah.
And by season 3, he finally said, "Okay, you guys can do whatever you want." And he's but so he gave them like the okay.
Filoni gave him the reins.
They did him justice.
They did him justice. It was really those. Even though it's ridiculous, like why does he have spider legs, mechanical
So cool.
spider legs, and they're
So
held together by the hatred of the
no,
Force?
that makes total sense.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah,
When you say that to me, who's read all the lore, all the books,
Oh my
all the shows, sure, yeah, that makes total sense. But the people who just saw him fall in the trash compactor in Phantom Menace,
Yeah, because
it makes perfect sense why he
because
has spider
Sith
legs.
can't come back as Force ghosts. Only the
Okay, that's
Jedi
true.
do.
Yeah,
Only the light side people come back from the Force. So for the Sith, it's literally like oblivion. Like there's
think
nothing.
Rise of
So
Skywalker right
their
now, but okay.
need for survival is stronger. They use their hate and their anger and stuff.
Yeah.
And so, yeah,
Uh,
he literally let the dark side take over his body, and that's what it made. He turned into a monster. His horns grew longer.
Yeah.
He was eating people. He was a cannibal
true,
to
yeah.
survive.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
where
crazy.
around the time because I think at that point I was the only one watching Clone Wars at the time, and I don't remember what season that was.
Oh yeah, the witches came in.
I-
and
yeah.
everything.
Season 4.
Yeah, the witches came. Darth
Night Sisters.
Dooku got leprosy in an episode. And
They're
I-
doing voodoo magic on him.
Yeah, they're doing
the
voodoo
highest
magic.
stakes this episode. Dooku gets a cold.
and I was just like, you know what? And then like Darth Maul came back and he had like the spider legs, and I was like, you know what? I don't think I want to keep watching it. And so when that
It got
season
too
ended,
creepy.
I was just done. And then like I remember mentioning it passing to Chelsea, and you were so
Well,
like,
I had dropped it by like the beginning of season 3 because I was like, it's
Yeah.
all kind of just anthological. There's nothing really
yeah.
sticking around. And then you told me that, and I was like,
So what?
say what? Like, what'd you just say? I'd already had like a collection going and stuff at the time too. So
And so I was just like, I don't know. Like, yeah, so that kind of like cured me. And then like I did get into
Cured you.
Rebels for a little bit, but I kind of was like, that show's okay. I wasn't a fan of Thrawn.
And then they brought Darth Maul in again.
yeah, it ends with Rebels, Star Wars Rebels, which is in the next animated series, and it's for a younger demographic. But I like what they did with like all the new like ideas of the Force, what the Force can do in that one.
Mhm.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
whole finale of the Clone Wars show, where we see what happens to Ahsoka, where we see what happens to
Right, it's
everything.
like, where were
everything
you
that-
the day Order 66
where were you when
happened?
the world stopped turning, which was
Gosh.
Order 66.
Yeah,
You know,
because
not the
we
two
started
towers, the Order
uh,
66.
rewatching the Bad Batch, and it's the same thing. It begins with Order 66.
Yeah, which is I
So
watched
it's
that
like,
first episode. It's
whoa.
pretty interesting.
Yeah,
But that
it's
whole
cool.
finale and the what's it called? The Siege of Mandalore is really interesting, and how
Yeah.
Maul's involved, how he's taken over the planet.
He's
Oh,
a
really cool,
genius,
interesting
and he
stuff.
like took over the whole planet of
Yeah.
Mandalore with like a few, like one battalion or whatever.
Yeah, and then when he
Yeah.
pops up in that one movie, which I won't say for spoiler's sake, and oh my
So
god,
good.
that reveal is so amazing.
Literally
and it
no
makes
one
no
else thought
sense because
that.
I'm like, what the heck? He died in Rebels. Like, come on, guys.
Mhm.
So funny. Whenever I bring it up to Mom, every time
I
it's
don't
just
like
the same
that.
conversation every
I
time.
don't-
She goes, I thought he got cut in half. And then I sit and explain the whole thing to her, and then like
Spider legs, Mom.
4
Hatred
months
of the
later,
Force.
we bring
It
up
makes
Darth
total
Maul
sense.
again, and she's the same thing. So
Oh,
funny.
man.
Well, we have a lot going on, so Darth Maul I think isn't on the
No, I
top
don't
thing
know.
of her mind right now. So
I mean, unless there's like actually an image for her to see to prove it, I think she'll just forget everything.
I love how you guys are debating Mom's like media interest. Like, oh no, she doesn't.
she's
like
just
her.
How to Train Your Dragon.
I
Yeah,
said it
she
to you,
loves
Dragon.
that show.
Uh,
Okay, that's mine.
yeah, Darth Maul's that's a good pick. What do you think, David?
So cool.
He's a good pick. I like him for reasons which I'll get into when it comes around to me. He's not my pick, but I one of my picks was the Star Wars character.
Oh.
So I like him for certain reasons. Though I don't like him for the media that he's in, because he was in Phantom Menace, which is terrible, and he was in a show which I didn't watch because it looked really dumb.
Yeah, it's okay.
It looked really dumb after, basically replacing in the public consciousness Genndy Tartakovsky's Clone Wars, which was fantastic.
So good.
Oh, it's wonderful.
So we were rewatching all the episodes of Darth Maul to get ready for the new show. We got to the end of the last season, and the beginning of Revenge of the Sith is about to happen. Anakin and Obi-Wan are like, let's go. Coruscant has been attacked, and they reference the Genndy show. And I was like, did they just do that? And we rewound it and we listened to it. And they said, where's the Chancellor? And Obi-Wan goes, oh, Shakti was sent to keep him safe, but Master Windu lost contact with her.
Shakti
and we're
is
like,
best character.
Yeah,
that's
still,
like a mission in the show.
That's been canon.
That's how the show ends.
That's been a canon for a long time. Even George Lucas said, like, to Genndy Tartakovsky, like, what you're doing in here is canon.
It was just
And
kind of
that's
like
how
the
Revenge of
first
the
time
Sith leads
that
into
whole
Revenge of the
like
Sith.
100 and plus whatever episode show actually referenced it.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, what?
Also, I want to add that despite anyone's opinions on Phantom Menace,
The Jar Jar arc from Clone Wars was pretty okay.
no, I didn't even watch
I
that.
forgot they did an arc about Jar Jar.
It's hilarious. It's so funny.
Dude, guys, I think we can all agree that Duel of the Fates, when Darth Maul comes and that music starts playing,
begins, yeah.
like that music is pretty fire. That choir and all the lightsabers.
It's so dramatic.
Yeah, he should have shelved that composition and used it in a better movie.
Not just that part should have been the whole movie.
2 hours.
It would have won an Oscar.
2.5 hours of just lightsaber fights.
No, just a loop.
Just a loop.
Just a loop.
Yeah, there's just
the
one scene over and over and over
The producers
again.
finally strangled to death George Lucas after they saw the final cut, and they just put that out in theaters, a repeat version of that fight.
It'll
over and
make
over and
millions.
over. Millions of dollars. Okay,
Millions.
cool. David, let's go to you. What's your first pick?
Okay, so my first pick is Darth Vader. But I want to talk about something. Darth Vader in a particular context. I'm talking about pre-prequel Darth Vader.
Oh, okay.
Before he got endlessly bastardized.
Oh, you mean the original movies?
Yes.
The
Before he
real
got
1, 2, 3.
endlessly bastardized, put in every garbagey piece of Star Wars media that's come out as just blatant, utter fan service.
Are you not a fan of Connect Star Wars, David?
Like that's
Like
I'm
Xbox
joking, I'm
Connect.
joking.
like
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
like just like all this I just hate how worn out and tired his character is, and also the fact that they've gone with a AI model of James Earl Jones's voice for media, for his voice moving forward in new media is unforgivable.
It's true. If you've seen any Fortnite clip, oh my god.
Oh, that was a mess.
I do not think about this, Son Goku.
Yeah, the AI was like swearing and stuff, and Fortnite is
Yeah, they
not
tricked
mature.
it. They tricked it.
And the
into
AI,
swearing.
they didn't like monitor it.
It was so
It was
funny.
ridiculous.
It's the funniest
Like,
thing
this
I've
is
seen.
embarrassing.
So
But anyway,
long. But
getting
anyway,
back to the Darth
on
Vader of the original trilogy, I want to talk about him because he is, when I think of like villains like that are archetypes, like classic archetypes, I think about him because he's not a complex villain. You don't need to know his backstory. In fact, Star Wars was probably better before you knew his backstory. You just, everything about him comes from his design as a character, the way his lines are delivered, the way he moves and acts on screen. Everything about him is visually is crafted in a way to tell you that this is the bad guy without you needing to know anything about the lore. So I'm gonna take a page from Red Letter Media's Mr. Plinkett review of Phantom Menace, which is if you all out there are interested in like film criticism turned into high art, you got to look up the Red Letter Media Mr. Plinkett Phantom Menace review. It's a long one, but it's well worth a watch.
High art is an interesting way of describing it.
It is absolutely high art.
How,
It's peak YouTube.
informative.
For sure. Let's
Were
be
they
real.
doing like the video essays before like a ton of them were being made?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I thought they were.
We're talking 2010, I think.
But anyway, so I'm going to take a little piece of that out to kind of explain how this works. So you have the opening shot in A New Hope, right? You have the opening text crawl that just explains the,
Plot dump.
the bare bones of the plot.
Yeah.
And then you have the rebel ship comes in. Shoo, it's being chased. You see lasers, explosions. It's being fired at, and then all of a sudden, the Imperial Star Destroyer comes in, fills the whole screen at a nice low angle, and then you see basically the next shot is from the opposite perspective. You see the rebel ship coming towards the screen with the Star Destroyer pursuing it behind. And that tells you everything you need to know about the movie without saying a word.
Right. Right.
Rebels,
Besides
Empire.
Besides the text scroll
Good
that
guy,
happened in the beginning.
bad guy.
Like, basically, everything is communicated visually
Yeah.
that you need to know. Like, you could have even skipped the opening text crawl.
I mean,
and
as kids, we don't read it.
yeah,
We
and
just
you
wait
would
for it to
have
get over.
you would have been fine. And it's one of those things that it's just like, it's such a simple thing, but when you think about it, it's so genius. So many movies, so many movies try to overly explain things. They try to drop in all this stuff like for all these plot points to make sure the audience understands. And here you have everything you need to know about the movie is communicated within the first 30 seconds completely visually.
Yeah.
And so that, in that same way, Darth Vader is very much the same kind of villain. You have the opening battle scene aboard the rebel ship when it gets boarded. The stormtroopers breach the door, and then when the dust settles, Vader confidently strides through the doorway. And then the next thing you see him is interrogating one of the passengers on the rebel ship. He lifts him up, chokes him.
I was gonna say, I couldn't remember if he used force choke.
No, he lifts him up
He looks with his
physically,
hand. Yeah.
crushes his throat, and then throws him against a wall and orders the stormtroopers to search the whole ship and bring him all the passengers. So it's like everything's communicated through you without you having to know any of the lore of Star Wars.
Yeah.
You know that Darth Vader is a bad guy just from the way he looks, just from the way he acts. And he just, like, it's kind of a lost art. A lot of movies, like, villains in movies nowadays, a lot of times are either supposed to be kind of like sympathetic,
Yeah.
or like they're just
Too complicated.
they're overly complicated, or they're like not really,
Or they're like cartoon
they're not
villains.
really a threat necessarily. They're more pitiful. They more exist for, as someone for the protagonist to be victorious over.
Yeah.
But Vader is kind of just like, he's one of those characters where it's like he's obviously a villain, but he's also cool.
Yeah.
I think the rule of cool is I'm totally for the rule of cool. Like, a lot of critics disagree. They're like, well, it doesn't have substance. I'm like, it doesn't need it. Did you go, whoa, that was awesome when you watched it, And I think Darth Vader is the rule of cool.
And the thing about Darth Vader too is he taps into a phenomenon that is as old as storytelling itself. I mean, George Lucas basically took his design from old samurai films.
Yeah.
So really, Darth Vader is just a techno shogun.
When you think about it, yeah.
Yeah, look at his helmet too. Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like those. Yeah.
He's got big bulky armor, a big, very, very samurai-esque looking
Yeah, the
helmet,
helmet.
and he's a swordsman.
Yeah.
And he's also, a devotee of they call it an ancient religion in A New Hope. So it's like he's basically like a villain from a samurai movie,
Yeah.
but
so-
ported into sci-fi. So he's not even all that original, but he's done so well. It serves as kind of like a shining example of what you can accomplish in terms of a design of a villain in media.
Yeah, I think the mystery aspect about who he is, it keeps you thinking because you're like,
Oh, it's so enticing.
but because the movie does go there, it takes time to get to Empire Strikes Back. But even all through A New Hope, the audience is still wondering, like, whoa, like, who is this guy? Like, why is he in power?
Yeah, we know he's his father, but like, why?
No, but that was
You
until
know?
Empire Strikes
No,
Back.
I know, but once you
Yeah.
get to that point, you're like,
You're
what's the
now
story
you're
of this?
fully
Like, what's
invested.
going
Yeah,
on
now
with
you're
Darth
fully
Vader?
invested.
Yeah.
And that's why I mentioned that I like Darth Maul for that same reason, because despite the fact that Phantom Menace is utter trash, Darth Maul as a character does that very well. You don't need to know his backstory. You don't need to know what kind of alien he is, how he came to be Darth Sidious's apprentice.
Yeah.
It's communicated with almost zero dialogue that he's a young apprentice of the shadowy Sith Lord, and he's dangerous. Like, he's not like what's his face, the dude in the sequel trilogy,
Kylo Ren?
Kylo Ren. There we
He's
go.
not Kylo Ren.
He's not like bumbling and poorly
And
trained.
angsty.
And he's young and he's the apprentice, but he's cool. He's dangerous.
He's got a cape.
And
Look.
like when he shows up, he changes the flow of what the Jedi, the plan of the Jedi is. Like, their plan before was, we got to protect the Queen. He shows up. Okay, we got to deal with this guy now.
Yeah.
So he's so Darth Maul's a good example of another good example of the kind of character you can get when you're following that sort of Darth Vader model.
Yeah.
You know what? It reminds me of there's many pieces of Star Wars media, but the piece that kind of, I think, preserves his like, the way you're describing him, that essence, the kind of,
Darth Vader.
the thing that really preserves that well, I think, there's plenty of book examples, but I think in terms of video games, like Force Unleashed 1 really does preserve that aura of Vader. Vader. Because even though you're playing the most unhinged, unrealistic
It's
force,
a fan fiction.
it's a
okay.
fan fiction. It's this force user that can bring down a Star Destroyer. Like, it makes no sense. But however powerful you may be, Darth Vader is still more powerful.
Yeah.
Which
it
is hilarious. Which is
That's
just,
a very, like, anime thing, too. Like, It's
Yeah.
always somebody who's more powerful.
yeah.
than
Force
you.
Unleashed is like anime Star Wars almost.
Kind of. I want to replay
Except
it.
we have anime Star Wars now, which is Visions. So
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's sick.
It is pretty sick.
It's awesome.
I still need to watch season 3.
Yeah, me too.
Never seen season
It's
3.
not as
yet.
good as the first two, by the way. It's still
okay.
good.
There's a samurai episode, David. Pretty dope.
And it's based off, what's his name?
It's all in black and white.
Yeah, the guy who did all those black and white movies. The
Kira-
Japanese
Kurosawa?
Kurosawa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know
yeah.
what
Yeah.
that is.
It's an homage to his stuff.
Oh, speaking of which, we need to get Hidden Fortress in
Yeah, we do.
for 2 films.
Mm-hmm.
We've got
you
which
seen
ones
it?
did we? Remember?
Was it Yojimbo and? Because what we were gonna do 2.
Oh,
Kurosawa
right,
films?
that's right. Yeah, Yojimbo.
Yeah, Yojimbo and
Yeah.
Black Fortress.
He's
Hidden
talking about the
Fortress.
rabbit from
Hidden
Ninja
Fortress.
Turtles.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Good pick, David.
Yeah.
Good pick.
Yeah, good pick.
Let's-
He's in like I had like my favorite list and then the best list, and it's off the top of my head. The first one I thought was Darth Vader. I was like, I think he is the best.
We were talking last
Of
night, and I
movies.
forgot about Captain Phasma. I even said, I'm like, oh, Captain Phasma,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
cool.
Oh,
and then, like,
man.
she done
Oh, well,
made it.
she's
She's
in my
cool, but
favorite
she's not
list,
even.
but-
She doesn't
She-
exist.
well,
She's the role cool, but she's barely in the movie.
Barely in.
That's
doesn't
the
do
sad,
anything.
That's the sad part.
Speaking of the rule of cool, like Finn was a great character in
Yeah.
Force
Yeah.
Awakens,
Oh, man.
and then the dumb Chinese got to Disney.
That's true. That's true. If you go to China, he's very tiny on their posters because he's black.
Yeah, they
Chinese,
don't
yeah.
much don't much
much-
care for black people
They
in
don't.
China.
Yeah.
No.
All I can think about when you guys say, like, oh, Finn's super cool is, I don't remember who it was. It was one of Angela's friends, and he's like, dude, a brother holding a lightsaber.
About Finn.
Brother holding a lightsaber.
Oh,
Almost cried.
speaking of which, did Jake show you guys the Rings of Power thing?
Oh,
No,
I'm so
glad.
You watched it.
I
love
regret
how-
clicking on it.
I love how.
character.
I love how when I said the rings, load of damn rings, and it's just the black characters of Rings of Power over and over again.
Adeline's
I
like,
regret-
that's so Frollo swag. It's in the Fellowship of the Bling.
And then Chelsea responds in the group chat, I can't click on it because it's
So I don't have a
restricted
Twitter
on Twitter, and I don't have
and
a
it won't
Twitter
let me look at it
account.
unless I signed in. I'm like,
I
wow.
regret clicking on
And
it.
then Lexi, for some reason, has a Twitter account that is not age restricted. So Chelsea couldn't see it, but Lexi could, and Lexi's younger.
That's funny.
Speaking of Lexi,
Uh,
what's your first pick?
Oh goodness gracious. Yeah, so this morning when I woke up, I'm like, I only have 2 villains. And I've had a long day. I've been up since like 6 o'clock, so 6:37. But I finally came up with a list. So I think my number 1 would have to be Team Rocket from Pokemon, and not just
I can't
any
believe
Team
you're gonna
Rocket.
pick it.
Yeah, it
Ready
was
for
Jesse, James, and Meowth from the Pokemon anime.
Okay, the team counts as 1. All right. Well,
Yeah.
There's a dude, like the hardcore, like the old school Pokemon fans, like that. They're all about. They're like they're the greatest characters in anime.
my God.
Like yeah, that's how it is.
All right,
Well,
Lexi, go explain. Why are they great?
Well, they are lovable idiots.
Yeah, yeah.
Their only goal in life is to capture Pikachu and any other Pokemon that can help
Like
Team
their
Rocket
only goal.
conquer the world. They're not very good at it. By the time 2011 hit, 2011 hit, they kind of disappeared from the anime and then came back in like these very like heavily animated episodes that were like movie quality, where like
Dang.
they actually team up with other Team Rocket members to like take down
They
several
had, like,
different.
a guest director do that one or something.
They had to. I was looking at
Yeah.
clips and I was like, "What is this?" But
That's cool.
mostly the reason I like Team Rocket is like not just because they're lovable idiots and all that, but they are the reason I got back into Pokemon 10 years ago. I don't know if you guys ever
Like
heard
playing
of
the
this.
games.
Yeah, so playing the
Oh.
games, watching the anime, buying the cards.
Yeah, like all of it. Yeah.
The reason is
They're
because
the reason you become a nut. Pokemon nut.
no, a Pokemon nerd.
A Pokemaniac.
Pokemaniac. Yeah.
Pokemaniac.
I'm
Yeah, there
not
you
that
go.
trainer class. I'm sorry.
You're like I'm not a scalper.
No, I'm not a scalper. I do
Those are
test-
people who take advantage of Pokemaniacs.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. it's
But
sad.
so I don't remember. It must have been 2014, 2015. Allie was showing me clips of this is really, I've never told this really to anyone, but she was showing us.
Oh, hot take, guys.
Oh, no, guys. Get
She
ready.
was showing.
Secrets revealed.
Oh,
She
no.
was showing me. She was showing us clips of Transformers Prime, and someone took the song "Double Trouble," which in the original Pokemon, that's Team Rocket's theme,
Yeah.
That video is
and they
so
put it to
stupid.
Starscream from Transformers Prime with other characters, and it's
Was
it's
that
one
the
of
first time you heard that?
that was the first time I heard that, and I was like,
wow.
this song is really good.
Like,
And
you're
so
such
like
a nerd
I was
that-
secretly listening to it, and I like download the video, and I would just like watch it over and over again because I like the song. And then like I secretly started recording Pokemon on because they were rerunning it on TV.
Okay, wait. Why secretly?
Well, like I was like, this is embarrassing. And then like also I didn't know if mom would let me watch it. And then like she's like, hey,
How old are you?
I was
You were like 14
I was
at the
15
time.
at the time.
Yeah, nobody's
Okay.
going
And
to stop you.
so it was around Christmas, and then she saw that I was recording it. She goes, "Oh, is this you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "You're old enough." And then
Keep going.
and so then I like watched it. I'm like, oh, there's Team Rocket, and I was like so happy. And then like at that time they had just started rerunning the first season of Pokemon, so I got to watch it, and I was like, I had never watched it before. And then like I'd seen the movies, but I was like, dude, this is so cool. And
we did watch
from then on, I've bought the games, I've gotten the games, I've spent too much money on the cards,
Pokemon Go
and it's
was-
all thanks to Jesse and James and Meowth from Team Rocket.
I was gonna say all those years of like no anime in the house, and like mom watches Pokemon, and she's like, oh whatever. Like you are the youngest though.
Well,
so it's like,
she looked at me and said, "Well, you're pretty mature. Okay, you
You're
can watch
pretty
it."
mature.
And I was like,
Little
you
demons
can
and
watch
balls
this
that they have fight
children's
to the
show
death,
about
you know?
cute animals.
I don't think. I
That
think
fight
the,
to the death.
I think the only ones I didn't really watch were like the ones with in the original with like the psychic Pokemon.
That was the big like scare of
They kinda
Pokemon growing
creeped
up,
me
like
out.
because it had like psychic Pokemon, and like Satanic Panic was real in the 90s.
Oh my gosh,
and-
I had friends in college who, when I told them I wasn't allowed to watch Pokemon or play Pokemon,
They
one-
couldn't believe it. Yeah.
well, one guy's like, "Did your parents think that Pokemon is from the devil?" And he started talking
And
about
you were
like,
like, yeah.
no, well,
No.
he started talking about like those videos of preachers saying Pokemon.
Yeah,
is evil.
that's a really famous clip. I can't remember what preacher.
monsters.
I can't remember what preacher that is. You can actually look it
Yeah,
up.
and
he's
so
like, it is from the devil, and he's
I-
like screaming it. You're like, what the
and
heck?
so I had to defend mom and dad and say that was not the reason.
They weren't fire and brimstone.
Yeah, and
people.
so I told them, I said, my parents were cautious. They always watched stuff before we did. And I said, also, my parents knew about that banned episode that sent kids to the hospital, and everyone at the table went, oh, okay, that makes a lot
oh,
more
never mind. That explains everything.
It's okay, Lexi.
It's a safety
You can
thing.
say sheltered.
sense. Yeah.
It's okay.
One thing that's cool about
Another
the
issue.
voices behind Team Rocket, not the English voices, but the Japanese voices of Jesse and James and Meowth, is that they're actually really good friends. And
Oh.
That's funny.
once they started recording the first season of Pokemon, they said, "Oh, we want to keep recording." And so they would go after they would record and go hang out at bars and stuff like that. They refused to do any recording unless all three of them were present.
Wow.
Oh, with the guy who plays Meowth and everything?
Yeah. And
Wow.
when they stopped
This is a Japanese voice actor.
Yeah.
and when they stopped being in the show for like there was a hiatus where Team Rocket weren't in the anime. What happened was they said, well, we're going to do our own radio show. And so they did their own
What the
radio
heck?
show. And people would send in letters to them, and they had their own theme song that they made
Is
up.
that legal?
Yeah, Pokemon gave them the okay.
Okay.
Wow.
And
so they
then
played the characters
they
on a
were
radio
so into it, they did a live stage show where in a room they had all these sheets up, and they came out like they had themselves as shadow projections on the screens, and they would be doing the poses
Yeah.
and stuff, and they'd be like, prepare for
Did they have a
trouble.
puppet Meowth or something?
So like the guy had like a Meowth
Yeah,
head,
oh, he had a
but since
head.
it's all shadow, you can't see who it is. And they would go to different parts of the screen. They would do the songs and stuff.
they like choreographed.
They're
the
like
whole thing.
they're like the best of friends in real life, and I
That's
thought
like
that
a-
was so.
That's really
adorable.
cool because
Yeah.
I don't think that happens a lot.
That's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's like co-op autism. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What?
You and your new weird
Autism, but
fangled words.
together.
You and your weird fangled words.
The power of autism flows through my veins.
What the?
I own some official Team Rocket merchandise. I think I own two of the only two Jesse and James cards there. No, the only three Jesse and James cards they actually made.
How much are they online?
I
Oh,
think
I
I
bet
don't
they're-
know. When I got the full art of
Now
like
they're
Jesse
probably a
stepping
ton.
on James, she's like stepping on him, and then like Meowth's in the background because James is trying to like dig up treasure or whatever. That one was like $5, and now you can't find it for like
Now it's like
under.
500.
No, it's like you can't find it under 30. I think.
Mm,
Okay,
not too
that's
bad.
less
not
than
too
I
bad.
thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you mentioned those cards. If whatever scalper is out there listening, they're like, ugh, like salivating. She has those cards.
Gotta sell it for $1 million.
It's like Post Malone's One Ring card of Magic.
What?
The
He has
Magic-
his own magic card.
No, yeah, he has the Magic the Gathering One Ring to Rule Them All card. That was just
Oh,
one
I see.
card.
Thought you meant Post Malone
There was a
on
fan.
a magic card.
There's a fan in his concert that had it. He wanted to sell it or something like that, and then Post Malone bought it for like $3 million.
What?
One card.
He's hilarious.
He is hilarious. He's
My
funny.
limit for buying any trading cards is no more than $20. I will go to, I think the most I
That
ever
is
paid.
a lot for one card.
Yeah, I think the most
Like,
I ever paid
yeah.
was a Team Rocket card. It was like a Japanese one from the second set, and I think I paid $23 for it.
Dang.
It's
Those are rookie
crazy.
numbers.
I know. I had a guy tell me at a trading card shop, he said, yeah, don't ever get into Magic if you're trying to save money.
Yeah, it says,
Don't
if you
dabble
want
in
money,
Magic.
don't get into Magic the
I
Gathering.
told him, I said,
Yeah, that's good advice.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I was thinking about it too.
I have bought.
How many Magic decks do you have, David?
I have one.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's the thing. That's how I've saved money in my Magic the Gathering revival. Because I played the game formerly and then I didn't for a while. Then I got back into it more recently. That's how I quote unquote saved money. Is I only have one deck. I don't really plan on making another deck. So any cards I buy are just to beef up the one deck that I
Yeah.
have.
So you're not like the collector where
No.
you want a bunch of versions of stuff.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was at that card shop, the guy's like, yeah, Magic cards are really expensive. He said, do you collect any? And I said, no, I don't dabble in Magic. He did not think that was funny.
Oh, he should.
He's a party
I
pooper.
say that all the time to Richard and Steven. I don't dabble in Magic, but I watch
Ninja
it.
Turtles next month is getting their own Magic the Gathering set. Or no,
Yeah.
April. In
I
April.
heard about that.
And
about
it's
that.
really dumb.
I
I
heard
wanted to pre-order it. I'm like, I bet you if I did,
You shouldn't.
No, don't do it.
You know why? Because like I know I'll pre-order it. I'll be all excited. And the day it releases, Amazon or Walmart or whatever is gonna be like, oh, sold out.
Even when
Refund.
the
Like
Also,
they pull
don't-
that BS all the time.
Don't reward Hasbro for being dumb
yeah, Hasbro's a
and
dumb
ruining the
company.
game.
Yeah. Also, when the PlayStation ones came out, I had a thought, half tempted. Maybe I should get the Last of Us set. But then I'm like, I don't even play Magic, so why would I do that?
I was
No,
half
I didn't do it.
tempted
This is
to.
cool. Well,
I
I
did
have
not do
I
it. I
have
don't buy it.
Junji Ito's cards he did. It's like 4 cards, and then I think I got the English ones.
Oh, like
I
custom
wanted-
artists and
he,
stuff.
he
that do
was like,
different
yeah,
cards,
like a guest artist, and he
Yeah,
only
those
did
are
4,
cool.
and
I'm
I got
gonna-
the little envelope.
I'm gonna admit
It's
that
cool. So,
when I saw those Lord of the Rings cards, I was like, oh my gosh.
they're, like, pretty cool.
I ended up getting one of the Gladriel cards and then Frodo, but that was all I did because I found a pack at Walmart and I was like, oh, this is so cool. And it was $50 for like 2 boosters. And I was like, what?
Holy
What?
crap.
And so,
They only had like 7 cards in those booster packs.
yeah. And so I was like, yeah. you
There's
know
probably
what?
there's probably collector's packs.
Yeah.
Wow. 50
Yeah.
bucks.
$50.
The collector's packs are expensive, but they come with like
Everything you
they
need.
come with like
Goodies.
they can come with like up to like 5 or 6 rares.
Yeah.
And like they're guaranteed to come with a foil and all that.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes a lot more sense. I was like, is it just because Bilbo's on the box? Like, what is this?
Is this the card set, David, with Black Aragorn? Or is it a
Yes,
different-
yes,
It is.
yes, yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
Gotcha.
they decided to pander there.
Dang. Yeah.
So is it like canonically accurate?
No.
No,
Aragorn or
no, it's not. It's not.
Never would I
I
ever
mean,
hear
you could
those
play
words.
Aragorn. I
Black
mean, if Ninja Turtles are coming in, I mean, come on, guys.
Yeah, the
I
whole
will get them at
universe
some point.
the
I
whole
just don't wanna
universe
pre-order
is
them.
beyond thing is ridiculous, and if they keep doing this, they're basically gonna tank the game.
Mm.
They're
I'm
They're
gonna,
gonna come out with like My Little
You're-
Pony.
They're
ones.
just-
They
Destroy
did
them
come
or-
out with My Little Pony magic cards.
yeah, they
They
already
did?
did that.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
that was back in like
Whoa.
2014.
Okay, I don't remember
Yeah.
that. So I
Mm.
think I would.
How much are the main 6?
I don't know.
I want to Google that now on eBay.
Jake's
Well,
like, I
Jake-
need that.
Jake
should-
rainbow-
Anyway.
I
we should go
need
to
it
Jake's.
anyway. I need that
alright.
Rainbow Dash card.
Who are we on right now?
It's
It was
mine.
me. We went for
It's-
You got
Pokemon.
Jesse James is your pick.
And Meowth.
Yeah, the part, the top, the pack.
Team Rocket's
Team
blasting
Rocket.
off again.
All right, my pick. So I had a weird pick. I was like doing some video game ones, a TV show one, and then I was thinking, I was like, I want to include one character, but he's kind of turning into a hero in a certain form of media he's in. But he's still a villain in my mind.
Okay.
But that's not who I'm going to talk about next. I'm going to talk about, since we're actually talking about villains here,
Yes.
instead of the rest of the people on my list. I'm going to start with the actual real villain of this list, which
The actual villain.
yeah, because the other ones
Wait,
are
so you just
basically
were, like,
no,
picking
they're all
random
villains. No,
characters?
everybody's villains, but this guy is like the evil, most
Oh,
evil.
I see.
The most evil.
The most.
So I'm
villain
gonna
out of
go
all.
with the character Baldur from God of War 2018, the game. And he's a Norse god, son of Odin. He cannot die, he cannot smell, he cannot taste, or he cannot feel pain.
Oh, that sounds like a horrible life.
And he was blessed from his mother Freya that he can't die. He can't do anything, but he cannot die. He has immortality.
Thanks, Mom.
But he can't enjoy life, basically. He can't touch, feel, smell, anything like that. Yep, that guy. And going through villains in my mind, a lot of the ones that came up were basically based on the performers. There's characters like that are kind of timeless, like Darth Vader, for example, that you could have another person play it technically, but it's really James Earl Jones. But there are also characters like Joker, who is played by a bunch of different people, but that villain's like timeless. So a lot of different people can have their take on him. With, a lot of the people in my list, I was thinking, I'm like, or not in my list, but a lot of people that came to my mind in villain form was basically based on their performance. I wrote down Mr. Potter and stuff like that. From It's a Wonderful Life. You know what? I'm just going to start writing down random ones, and then I eventually got to my picks.
You know, Jake, I'm not feeling so bad for all the video game ones I chose.
So Baldur, in 2018 God of War, it's like the reboot of the franchise. You got old man, sad dad Kratos.
Dad of War.
Dad of War. He's got a beard now, and he's real angry. And he's got a kid. He's got a boy. And Christopher Judge is great as Kratos, by the way. Christopher Judge is so good. But Jeremy Davies plays Baldur, and he was also the dad in the Black Phone movies. And his performance of this guy is so amazing. And he's almost like, it's really funny. He plays him almost like this, like the way his mannerisms and the way he walks, the way he like slurs his words. It's almost like he's like a drug addict. And he is the main villain of the first game. And he's introduced as the Stranger, but I don't think it's a spoiler to say it's Baldur at all, because it doesn't really matter, because nobody knows Norse mythology really.
Yeah.
So when you say
Greek
Baldur, you're like,
mythology
wait,
is
it's
like
not Thor, huh? It's not Odin.
It's not
huh?
Marvel?
No, it's another.
Where's Captain America?
But it's Thor's brother. And this character is like psychotic and just pure evil. And I mean, so evil, he almost kills one of his parents later in the game. But, and to have this person be the rival to Kratos in this game, and Kratos is trying to hold himself back from the years and years of recovery and from the Greek pantheon that he was involved in. I mean, you're talking about the guy who he killed Prometheus or something. Like, that's what he did in the Greek games, Kratos, for example. But now he's like holding his power back. And then you get this guy, and he's kind of pressing all the right buttons. And he's threatening his son, which is now Kratos has a reason to like care.
Motive.
To keep things have a sense of sustainability in his life.
That's my son.
I will say that I really love the take on the Norse gods in that game. I didn't play it, but I've seen enough clips of it that I really, really love their take on those. Like, they made Odin like sadistically evil.
Sadistic, yeah. And Baldur is very much in the same vein. And he is and the guy who plays him is
Such a good.
good.
He's Daniel in Lost.
Yeah, he's Daniel Lost. He's also
34 episodes.
He's also in Saving Private Ryan as a character. And he's in a couple other things too. Not a very notable actor, but man, can he gives some amazing performances. And also, the performance he gives in the first Black Phone as the dad, who like this abusive father, is like just insane.
Oh, so he's typecast.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
To be bad guy.
But I can't remember the guy who plays Odin in God of War Ragnarok, but he kind of fits that same level of sadistic nature that Baldur does. And so I'm picking him because, like, when I think of villains, like, in the last probably 10 years, I haven't seen everything. I don't watch Game of Thrones. I don't watch other stuff like that. I've seen Sopranos. I mean,
You're like, I watch TV.
I don't watch everything. I would, love to watch Deadwood. I just haven't gotten to it because I hear Ian McShane is amazing. In fact, I wanted to put Tai Lung from King...
Dude, I almost did.
I wanted to put Tai Lung from Kung Fu Panda.
I almost did.
Because Ian McShane's performance is amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing everything he's in.
That's a cool villain study.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, it's a really good study.
In a kid's movie at that level, that's pretty impressive.
I think all the villains in the first 3 Kung Fu Panda movies are pretty good.
Yeah, they're all really good character studies.
Yeah.
It's a shame that they were in Kung Fu Panda movies and not saved for something more worthy.
Yeah, well, they did
talking
a really
about?
good job picking their voice actors, because you have Ian McShane in the first one. You have Gary Oldman
is
as the evil peacock in the second one.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you have
really cool to watch
J.K. Simmons as
Yeah.
this reincarnated god. So cool.
Yeah, so cool.
So anyway, but yeah,
Those are martial arts movies, okay? They might be family films, but they are martial arts movies.
Oh,
It's so
yeah.
fun to watch.
Oh, one thing before we go forward, the scene that really gets you, because the game is pretty long.
In
I
God of
think in God of War, yeah, the game's kind of overly long in a lot of areas. It drags out a lot. Like I was starting to replay it, and then I'm like, there's a lot I gotta play through to read because it's about 30-ish hours or 25 hours.
I mean, you want
for
a
a
nice
normal
long
playthrough.
game.
Well, I get it, and it's
For
worth
the price,
For the
I
price, totally. I totally understand that. Great value for your money. But replaying it, it's kind of hard of a replay. But I don't know. I need to go through and actually give it a fair chance.
You're replaying it, and you're like, Odysseus made it home faster than this guy.
Exactly. But there's a scene. There's so many great scenes, but there's a scene where you're almost achieving your goal of getting to the end point of the game. But this is like 8 hours in. You're almost at the end. And then the kid gets mad. There's an argument. There's a disagreement. And then all of a sudden, Baldur just shows up.
No.
He takes advantage of the kid being angry and him learning his, because the part of the game is the son is learning that he is a god. And it's really cool how the story unfolds with that. But Baldur is kind of all those negative tendencies and what the kid could turn into.
Right.
Especially being the son of Kratos. And it's just, it ends up there in like, I can't remember the realm's name, but it's basically hell, but it's ice.
Yeah.
And they end up in that realm and they're trying to get out of there. And Baldur's in there too. They all got trapped in this realm. And there's a great scene with the dragon, and that's how it leads them in there. And there's a scene where you're crawling, like you're playing the game. You're crawling on a side of a like ice structure and you're trying to maneuver around it. And then there's this room in the ice structure that you're like shimmying on the edge of, like the floor level. And you're blocked. Just a room in the ice like building or whatever. And you're shimmying around and you hear his voice. You're like, oh crap, that's Baldur. And then as you get closer and you're shimmying around the wall and then you can see into the room, he's talking to an image that's basically a memory. Because being in the realm, it triggers your memories. And it's triggering Baldur's memory of who his mother is, and that reveals who his mom is, and all that kind of thing. And then you see like his reaction and kind of the sadness behind the character, and you get a really good look of why he is so desperate to feel something. That's why he's challenging Kratos so much, because he knows he can't die, so he's just going to give it his all.
So they did a pretty good job revealing what they needed to reveal about.
Yeah, that game really drops bits and pieces as you go along. Both of the games do.
Yeah, pacing is important.
In so many great ways. I am really intrigued to see what they do with the Amazon adaptation, especially the guy who...
Oh, dang, okay.
The guy who did Battlestar Galactica, the reboot back in the 90s, I believe. He's heading up this Amazon show, and they just casted everybody in it. The only person that's from the original cast is Ryan Hurst, who played Thor in the game. He's playing Kratos. He's also in like Sons of Anarchy, so he's got a beard, that kind of thing. But Mandy Patinkin is, you killed my father, prepare to die, is gonna play Odin.
Oh,
so I am really intrigued.
I'm okay with that
to see how he plays him. I'm sure it'll be the same character, but man, I would just recast a lot of the people in this. Like get Jeremy Davies to be Baldur again, because he gave such a great performance, and you can easily translate.
I don't know. The guy who plays Odin is short in real life.
Oh, what's his name?
Richard Schiff.
He's
like a
dude.
character actor.
That
he's in
guy,
a lot of like law.
He's in the
shows.
West Wing and stuff.
Yeah.
He is so good in Ragnarok. He basically plays like a corrupted, sadistic businessman. That's what Thor is. That's what Odin is in God of War Ragnarok.
Money over everything.
Anyway, Chelsea, I'm going to hand over to you. What's your second pick?
Okay. My second pick is Proxima Caesar from Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Ooh.
I didn't choose Koba.
What's the actor's name? I can't remember his name. I'll look it up. I'll look it up. You
look it up.
I'll look it up. You keep explaining. So Proxima.
I feel like if charisma was a superpower, it would be Proxima Caesar.
Your upgrade level, your experience level is 100.
I gotta max out my charisma. He did. He tricked all those hundreds of thousands of apes or whatever to follow him. So and he used their religious leader, Caesar. Like hundreds of years have passed. 800 years have passed or something.
I don't know.
Like 100 years.
This is from what movie?
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. This was the latest installment.
And Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant.
plays Proximus
Yeah.
Caesar, who's this evil ape.
Yeah.
Why do you like him?
Well, he's just like if you watch clips, just watch like a couple clips, like like you can see why. Like, and he's really smart, but he's smart. Again, like he put all of his stats into like deception. And like, because everything he says, most of the apes under him believe, and if they don't, they're just afraid of him. And he's got gorillas on his side, and he's got bigger apes, but there are other bigger apes in like his like country or whatever he made. And it's like, how come they don't like, if they revolted, they could overthrow his band he's got there or whatever, but they don't. And they're all just afraid of him. And it's just so fun watching him on screen. He does these long speeches that you just want to rewatch. You're just like, wow, this is so great. And I love watching the actors behind the scenes, like, just give it their all, like, in those movies. And I didn't choose Koba. Koba is, like, a better villain.
Koba's awesome.
Koba is such an amazing villain. But I like Proximus more. Because it was so unexpected to me. I was like, this is insane. Like, we were watching it.
You guys need to do a podcast just for Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes. It would be on a me and Adelaide.
We're thinking about something like that. That'd be kind of cool. I would be down for that.
Jake needs to be on it.
No, you would have to watch all the Apes movies.
No, I'm not watching all 12
you gotta watch all
of the Apes films.
12 Apes
I'm not watching 5 original films from the 60s, okay? I watched the first one,
those.
and I'm sorry, but the first 10 minutes just took me out of the second one. I'm like, I'm not watching this.
Okay, the second one is like the most pulpy out of all of them.
So, yeah, the first one's classic, right, David?
Right.
2, 3, 4, and 5. Battle of the Planet of the Apes.
No. 2 is the only bad one.
I don't know, man. They're all kind of pulpy slop of the 60s. Like pulp.
The third one is like
slop.
The best writing wise, best story wise is the third one.
It's been so long since I've seen them.
Yeah.
I remember the first one clearly, but then the other ones, all of them are mixed up in my mind, so I don't really remember which one was which. So they're kind of a mixed bag.
Yeah, you kind of don't. I mean, you need to watch the first one just to understand the universe of what's happening, and then after that, you can kind of watch any of them in sequence.
I think one thing that's really cool about Proximus Caesar for me is it's kind of the same thing with Koba and a lot of the other performers in the Apes, the new Apes like reboot films. Is the way they talk. Because they all talk in like this desperate, like, I'm just learning English kind of way, or not English, but just learning how to speak in general.
Yeah, and how to communicate.
Like, they're learning that, but each one is kind of different. Caesar's, the way he talks is a little different from Koba. And then Proximus is kind of like this exasperated, long-winded version of that. Like, what if you gave Shakespeare to an
if
ape?
you're talking about speech,
That's
like
what Proximus Caesar is.
So he calls himself Caesar because the apes believe in a not deity, but their original savior Caesar, who freed them all from and gave them intelligence back in like the prequel or whatever. Well, so much time has gone by, nobody knows really who Caesar is. They just kind of look up to this figure of Caesar, and Proximus took that and he's like, I am Caesar. And he like convinced all of them, like, when you say Caesar, you mean me. And it's like, wait, like real Caesar and like real history did that?
And he started a cult, ladies and gentlemen.
No, it's an empire. Like he's a tyrant.
That's what the next one should be called, Empire of the Planet of the Apes.
It's too basic.
We already got Kingdom, so it'd be the same.
Yeah, everything got pretty basic titles. But yeah, Proximus is like, he wants to be the king, like, of everything. He wants, like, in the plot in the new one, he wants to get into a bunker where it was like a safety bunker, and it's where all the U.S. military stored all of their weapons, and it's like supposed to help start anew, where it's got history and food and all this kind of stuff in there, but he wants the weapons. And he's all like, oh, I will be the strongest. And like the way he talks is so specific. It's so cool. He's cool.
And Kevin Durant's performance is...
Yeah, it's
and
so
I never really
cool.
was a fan of the guy at all. Like, I'm like, oh, the guy from X-Men Origins Wolverine is
Well,
Blob?
if you remember from
That guy? And maybe some romantic comedies, but his performance is this bad dude.
He's a
bad
good
ape.
actor, yeah.
He's a bad ape, but not a bad...
Boy.
No. He's a bad ape, but not a bad seed, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway. Somebody save me. Whose turn is it?
David's
turn.
Okay. Let's see. What do I want to do? I think I'll just go with... Yeah, so my next pick is going to be Anton Chigurh from No Country for Old Men.
Oh, okay.
So he's played by Javier Bardem. And basically he plays just a contract killer that the mafia sends out after this dude. And he kind of like, I mean, it's an excellent movie in every single way, but he's kind of like the star of the movie. He's not the protagonist, but he's kind of like the star of the movie.
Wait, that's like the main character.
But so, yeah, what's really interesting about him is just everything about him. He's very memorable, I should say. Like everything he does, all of his lines, the way he talks, the way he takes people out, it's just so memorable. It's like, it's basically like a masterclass in villain performance. As far as like you don't really know anything about the guy's backstory. You don't know anything about his motivations other than just, getting paid. But also he kills a lot of people that he probably doesn't need to, just for the heck of it, it seems like. So it's like,
Nice.
yeah, he's just a cool dude.
He's a cool dude.
So wait, this movie isn't just about a bunch of grumpy old men in the desert?
Well, it is
the
a
literal title.
It is about one. Spoiler alert! It is about one particular old man. So the one cool thing about him too is he's like very central to the plot because he's the reason. He's the mechanism by which it's revealed that the guy who you thought was the protagonist is not actually the protagonist.
Oh, wow.
Because the guy you think is the protagonist, he kills him.
Oh.
I can't remember what. There was a book I read that did that. And it like pulled you for a loop. It was like, wait, what? Like, and then the story continued. You're like,
it turns out that the main character of the movie all along was Tommy Lee Jones.
that is so cool. That's so cool.
Okay, huh.
But yeah, so it's just timeless villain, endlessly quotable, endlessly memeable. Like all the hallmarks of a great character, and that haircut that he has.
Oh, it's the bowl cut. Yeah,
He looks like
rough.
Ringo.
Yeah, he looks like Ringo in Texas.
It's like, I don't know how they managed to make a guy like a middle-aged, out-of-shape guy with that haircut seem menacing, but they did it.
Only the Coen brothers.
But they did it.
You guys
God,
should
they
do
did it.
a podcast just taking random movies and seeing how memeable they like ranking them by how
Just rank
memeable they
memes.
are.
Just rank memes one day.
Game rank.
Because
That's
when
so cute.
when
That's
we
so
marathon,
PewDiePie. I don't know if we could do that. I
well,
don't
when
know
we
if can bring it
marathon,
back.
when we marathon Lord of the Rings, we were like, I was like, oh, there's that meme, there's that meme, there's that meme, and I'm like, wow, there are a lot of memes.
It won 4 Oscars.
It won Best
It
Picture.
won Best Picture. Yeah, I didn't know
well,
that.
with a title like that, it's kind of Oscar
Well, I
bait,
remember,
in my
like,
opinion.
It's
When
not
it was-
Oscar
No,
bait.
it's not Oscar bait.
It's not
actually-
Oscar
No,
bait.
it's nothing that.
Or most likely,
It
just
deserved.
genuinely
It probably. It
good
deserved to like win like every Oscar
Everything.
that every other movie won that year.
But
Which
it
is
won
usually the
Best-
case. There's always one film that deserves it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It won
And then
Best
Hollywood
Supporting
does a bunch of
Actor,
other
Best
stuff.
Motion Picture, Best Directing, Writing, Cinematography, Editing, Sound Mixing, and Sound Editing.
So it won those or not?
It won those.
Really?
Wait, let me see. Yeah,
Because you said it won 4.
Won
That was more than 4.
Oscar.
Yeah, I would-
139 nominations.
Well,
What?
no,
Like,
that's
well-
just for other awards, cumulative awards. Like,
throughout the awards season.
yeah, season, yeah.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
not just
clarify on
Oscars.
here.
It probably won, like, because it won Best Picture?
Oscar.
I don't think it did, because didn't There Will Be Blood win that year?
I
That's
don't
what I
remember.
should Google.
It was
Yeah.
2007, right?
If it did, yeah. If it
2008.
Oh, it was 2008.
Well, it would be the 2007 Oscars or whatever.
It is yeah, it did win Best 2008. Yeah.
yeah.
And there Will Be Blood, Departed. Yeah. There Will Be Blood. No. I'm not looking at the right place.
Don't smile.
The 80th Academy Award.
Yeah, one of the few
Joker.
movies that won Best Picture that actually was
Actually
the best
deserved
picture
it,
of
yeah.
the year. That out of all the movies that came out that year, that was unquestionably the best, in my opinion.
Javier Bardem won Best Supporting for your guy.
That's funny. He won Best Supporting Actor, but
he's basically
advertised it as
he's
he
basically
was
the star
character.
of the movie, even though he is not the protagonist.
Yeah,
Ratatouille won Best Animated that year.
I mean,
I'm sure. I mean, it's Pixar.
It was up against Surf's Up, so we'll take Ratatouille.
That was the only competition.
that hurts.
It won Best Director and then cinematography.
That's
well.
crazy.
Cool. The Born Ultimatum won Best Editing. Sure, we'll give it to that. It's questionable for me. It's great editing, but okay. Okay, good choice, David. I hope to watch it.
Well, I mean,
we're gonna watch it.
We are.
I mean, you're
We
such
are.
a
We have
movie
it planned.
buff. I'm
We have it
surprised you
planned.
haven't watched it already. Do you own it?
No.
I thought for sure you would like own.
David
all the
probably
Oscar stuff.
owns it, huh?
Well, you could probably stream
No.
it.
I think I might have had it. I think I might have had it on DVD, but I think I might have lost it at some point.
Mm.
It got misplaced somewhere. I don't think I have it anymore. But
You can watch it on Pluto TV for free.
I mean, eventually, I
what we
haven't
watch
got I haven't got around to owning it yet. But yes, eventually I'm going to own that on
Yeah,
Blu-ray because that is truly one of the greatest films ever made.
The next two films podcast we do, which would be episode 2 at this point. The next one we do, I have a present for you.
Oh no.
Oh,
And that's all I'll say. All right,
look
Lexi,
forward
what's
to it.
your second pick?
All right, I was going to do another one, but I'm going to skip down to one of. I have 4 main ones I'm sticking with, so don't worry.
okay.
That's okay. Go with it.
All right. Number 2 will be no one else has played NSR but me, but it's.
Oh, God. No. Okay.
Hey, let me
you,
speak.
You asked for it.
All right.
All right, but the
But
main
you can
villain.
only talk about the villain, not the whole
Yeah,
thing.
don't talk
okay?
about the whole game.
I'll keep it
I have 2 podcasts with you on where you talk about that game.
because I love it so much.
Okay.
I haven't even said who it is.
Who is it?
All right, her name is Tatiana. I don't remember her last name, but she's the main villain in No Straight Roads, and she's the head of the city and the company. It's funny because the company in the game is called NSR, and so that part is kind of unclear. But
Tatiana Quartz.
okay, yeah. So like you see her at the beginning of the game, and she
She's got a cool design.
is so she's the end all be all for this competition in the game, and then when the main characters get kicked out of the competition, they're all like, well, she does nothing but allow EDM music, so we're gonna fight her with rock. And so through the whole thing, she's trying to tell people like, don't listen to them, don't do this. She's sending people after them, but they keep beating them.
This is a 3D platforming beat 'em up game.
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, it is.
That's rhythm based,
It's
technically.
rhythm based,
yeah.
technically.
And so when you get to the end of the game, like, because when I was playing the game at first, I was like, she's really cool, but like I don't think she's really a bad guy. Like the main characters think she's a bad guy. And so when you get to the end of the game, she's like, oh, you have to fight her, of course. And in the battle, she's like, they're all like, well, you only do this and this and this in the city. And she goes, well, yeah. And she's pointing out like all these obvious plot holes. And they're all like, oh, well. And she goes, you know what? Forget it. I'm just going to fight you. And it goes, wait, what? And suddenly the title comes up. It's like these characters versus Tatiana. And so you have to fight her. And her boss fight is just so cool because she's just this white character. She's dressed in white.
She's like all dressed in white and her hair is white with like, she has a black shirt underneath.
Yeah. And then when you get to the end of the game, the more you do the boss fight, suddenly she catches on fire and it looks like part of her skin is lava.
What?
And that has to
I didn't get that far in the game.
So that's at the very end.
Yeah.
And so
I rage
you
quit
find
because
out
of the rhythm element.
you find out that she was in this band, this rock band. And what I like about it was just like, dude, like the way that you fight her and stuff. And then like you get to the end of the game. Also, I really like the voice actor who plays her. Oh gosh, what's her name?
She villainous enough.
So she is all these people are from Malaysia because the game is in it was made in Malaysia.
But they're like, it's English though, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they all speak English. The lady who I think her name is Priscilla Patrick.
She looks like an ex-rocker. She looks like a retired, like, older like person from like the 70s or the 80s.
That's one thing I do like about that game is that the character designs are pretty unique.
Yeah.
And they are memorable from what I
They did a pretty good job bringing that to 3D,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
in the space you're in the game or whatever.
It's like
But,
a 2D style and a 3D.
I'm
environment.
pretty sure Priscilla Patrick is a radio disc jockey over in Malaysia. And so she's like a radio personality. So everyone like, she's kind of like, what I've seen is she's like a celebrity over there. And she actually, her voice actor has purple glasses. And when they were making the game, they said, let's make her,
They look like
let's make the character have glasses like her. And also when they were writing, they gave her like all the best lines. So like there's a part in the game where like the main girl Mayday is arguing with her and she's like, and they're all like, well, what about this? And the guy's like, yeah, nothing changed when we beat her. And the main character's like, ha! And she goes, wait, what? And Tatiana's like, oh, bravo. She's like, shall I open up the champagne for y'all? Or something like that. Not the y'all part. That was a me thing. But I got introduced, I've told this before, but I got introduced to No Straight Roads through a boss fight compilation. And then I went and listened to the whole soundtrack. And when you get to Tatiana's, she has an EDM track, and then she has a rock and roll track, like an orchestrated rock and roll track. And her music is so good. And then they did a Christmas DLC later on. And when they
She's
did,
even in that.
yeah, and they made her the Snow Queen. And when she turns
Okay.
all fire and stuff, it looks so cool. Like her character design, the voice acting, her theme. When they did the Christmas versions of that boss fight, in the middle of the song, suddenly in one of the breaks, it plays Carol of the Bells. And I lost my marbles when I heard that. I was just like, this game is so beautiful. Also, when me and Josh played NSR, we got stuck fighting her, and her music was actually so
glitch
intimidating.
out.
Her music was so intimidating. I couldn't listen to her theme for like 3 months because my stress levels went up. I'm like, I can't do that anymore.
You were having like PTSD.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah, you basically treated that final boss fight as like fighting Satan in Cuphead. You're like, I can't do it. This is how I
Adelaide,
felt when I beat Satan in
we,
Cuphead.
we played Cuphead, and Adelaide wants me to play the main game, and I'm like, I don't know if I can.
It's
do
Okay,
it.
you know
don't
who's
do it
harder?
on co-op. Co-op
You know-
makes it so much harder.
You know who's harder than the devil in Cuphead? This is off topic. King Dice.
No. If you figure it
No, I
out,
played
if
King
you
Dice.
figure it out,
Yeah,
you can
Adelaide-
beat King
the only-
We
Dice.
figured it out.
The King
The
Dice
only-
is easier than Satan.
The only way I beat King Dice
It's a
was
weird sentence to say.
If you time it right.
No,
If you
my
time it
Switch
right.
my Switch glitched
No
out.
excuses.
Yeah.
Get good, Lexi.
Also, one thing I love about the boss fight with Tatiana is she's just really cool, but also if you're playing on a really broken version like the Switch version of No Straight Roads, there's a possibility that you will fall through the floor while in the middle of the boss fight. So, good memories.
Well,
Yep.
I rage quit because it kept glitching.
People who don't know how to fix their games. But no, they care about their families.
No, they did fix it. They just re-released it a year later after the game came out on
That's
Steam.
when the update came up?
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, she's a really cool character, and I just like what they did with her. And like I said, I love the voice acting. I was watching a trailer for another game, and I'm like, oh, that's Tatiana. I know that.
Oh, she's getting other jobs.
Yeah.
All right.
So
let's
Jake,
see.
number 2 for
My number
you.
2 for me is Duke Igthorn from Gummy Bears. No.
Yes.
No, I'm joking.
Aw.
I'm joking. I'm just gonna set up like this. So this is from a little Game Boy Advance game called Fire Emblem Sacred Stones. And it's not the main villain of the game, but it's another character. And this character is named Orson. He's a paladin. And again, there's no voice acting in this game. It's all through text. But this is basically what I would use to describe him. Imagine you're a knight of the land, a noble
Okay.
person with great fame and honor. I'm going to take you guys on a journey here, so just
Oh,
go with me.
is it as long as Lord
And
of
you
the
were
Rings?
giving
I'll-
me trouble.
I'll meet you guys back at the end then.
Get ready. So here's Orson.
Are you buying? You buying, right?
Yeah, you
Matt-
guys go on the journey. I'll keep
You're like,
the
you'll have plenty of cash when you come back.
I'll keep the bar stools warm for you guys.
Okay.
Imagine you're a knight of the land, a noble person with great fame and honor. Then your wife passes. You mourn, grieve, and succumb to depression. Then you realize she was everything to you. You didn't rely on anyone else. Not God, not man, just her. You never got the chance to have children. Then, a neighboring kingdom, who involves itself with the dark arts of satanic black magic, tell you your wife can be brought back to life. And then they will make this happen, but once you help them. You will need to help them overthrow your very own people, king, country, and honor. Then accomplish all of this. Then, once you've accomplished all this, every despicable thing they've asked you to do, they then show you your wife. You can't wait to see her. You enter the room. She's standing far off next to a dark-hooded sage. You are at the edge of your sanity. You are going insane. You have murdered countless innocents. The weight of betrayal bears heavy on your shoulders, and you've dethroned your king, and his children are missing, who are the heirs to the throne, who are our main characters in this game. You're then rewarded. You go up and you greet your wife. She is finally here, but she's no longer dead, nor is she no longer alive. So basically, what I just described to you is what you get told through innuendo in text. You don't know what's going on with Orson in the game. Basically, the plot is there's two dual protagonists, a guy and a girl. You play as the girl in the first part of the game, and then it splits off, and you get to choice between Ephraim, which is the brother.
Choose between her brother or the sister.
Correct.
Yeah.
Or Erica, the sister. And at one point, Ephraim, you follow him, and he's with Orson. Orson's his personal bodyguard, his head of the guard.
Okay, I can't. It's been so long.
So Orson betrays Ephraim, and it's a big betrayal. It's and whenever I replay it, I grab all his weapons and trade them to Ephraim before I exit the mission, because I know I ain't gonna get those stuff back. So, but anyway, that's the gameplay side of things. In terms of the story and narrative, there's a point where you fight him as a boss fight. And the reason why I'm kind of just going through the whole story and kind of just spoiling it for you guys, because I don't think anybody's ever going to really play this game unless you have it. You're playing
You have
the
to
Fire
have an
Emblem,
emulator. or
unless you're
whatever.
playing the Fire Emblem titles and you have a Nintendo Switch with Nintendo Online expansion pack.
Oh yeah,
That's
they
the only
just brought
way.
it.
That's the
didn't
only way
they?
you can play them legally right now.
Yeah, I think they just brought it to Nintendo Switch Online.
So I'm basically just going to spoil it, where you fight Orson. You get a cutscene where he's guiding somebody through the castle. He's giving her gifts.
Well, it's obviously
He's in his bedroom talking to her. You don't see her in the text or in the text dialogue. But then the guard is aghast when he enters the room because he sees her, and you don't know it's the wife yet. Then you're revealed later it was the wife. You defeat Orson. He's dead. And then you enter the room. Eric and Ephraim finally succeed. They get into the room. They're looking for the plot device, the main thing that they came here for. And then this woman's kind of meandering around. She's stumbling over things. She's running into the bed frame. She's touching her image in the glass mirror. She's kind of just wandering around the room. Because she's lifeless.
Yeah.
She is just
She's
a
undead.
husk of what she was before. And to Orson, he went crazy.
So he sees his wife.
So he sees his
Right,
wife,
yeah.
and he is cherishing her like she's still there. But he can't come to grips that she's dead.
Right.
So I would say Orson's one of my... And this isn't a game that was for kids.
You played this
basically.
as an 8-year-old.
I played this as an 8-year-old, and I was horrified when I originally played it. And then as I was a teen later on, I replayed it, and as an adult, I replayed it.
I didn't finish this
There's
one.
so much dark-ish in the Fire Emblem games, especially in that one and in later titles as well, where you're like, how did they get away with this? Especially when you get into the Oliver stuff with Path of Radiance and his fancy with the bird people, you know?
Oh no.
But anyway,
There's
you
some
did-
really dark themes that are just through innuendo. And you
I'm curious what the original Japanese translate how
I'm
much was
intrigued too.
censored.
I was very
You know,
intrigued too.
But get to the part where what happens.
Well, I don't know. I'll leave it at that. You'll have to go if you want to look
Because
at
it
what
just
happens.
came on Nintendo Switch Online.
Yeah, you'll have
too,
to go.
so-
You can look up the cutscene. It's on YouTube about Ephraim and Erica and what they do.
Watch it, watch it.
So, but Orson was such a tragic figure, and so
Yeah, he sounds cool.
he
Because
was
I didn't
just,
finish this one. I played the first one all the way through. Me and Ali played it together.
It was such
but on Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, and I remember watching you guys play it and getting through the levels and basically everybody.
It's a fun game.
It's a fun game.
See, when I saw like the new
strategy.
ones, it kind of changed so much. I was like, ooh. I
Yeah,
don't
the
know.
new ones became dating simulators, like Persona. and stuff like that.
yeah. You go to wizard school or something.
I'm gonna be a
That's
teacher.
3 houses. You go to a school of knights and mages and stuff like that. It makes
Yeah,
no
it's a
sense.
wizard school.
And there's really hot teachers, and you're like, all right, I know what's going on. I know what's going on. But before times when Fire Emblem was actually like based on just gameplay, you had some really dark themes of knights and chivalry and what people would do.
And indie
to-
windows.
Yeah, to told through innuendo, and it's really tragic. And he's a tragic figure, but he really stuck with me as a villain, and his connection with Ephraim and how he watched the boy grow up, and he he
Yeah.
helped the king into his
Because you're
reign of power.
playing the kid, right, in the end when you see him.
You're playing, Ephraim and Erica.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that goes into the story.
So the Pit Orson's my second pick.
It's funny because I remember watching you growing up, watching you play that one. I didn't really get the story. I just thought the intro and the title screen was cool, where you're
You
going
were like
through all the.
4.
I was really little, and then like when I was watching like Path of Radiance, and I was just like, oh, and then when I tried to play it, I just was like, this is too hard. I'm gonna go play Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry,
All right.
I was like 7.
All right, Chelsea, what's your third pick?
I'm having trouble choosing.
Oh man,
Just pick
just
one.
pick
I'm gonna
one. We
pick
got
the one I
it.
know
Random.
for sure that I'm.
We've been going for
so-
3 hours already.
No. So my third one is Skull Kid from Majora's Mask.
Oh,
Just because like I
Interesting.
was like, oh, are there any like Zelda bad guys? Because Zelda's like my favorite video game franchise. But I was like, like bad guy wise, they're cool. But I don't know if I'd put them on like the bet. Like I don't really like Ganondorf.
I mean, the best Zelda villain is obviously Tingle.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nightmares! He gives you
Nightmare
nightmares.
fuel right there. Not
He's
the
like,
boat,
"Tingle-lingle."
the tingle.
Oh, I hate Tingle.
Wasn't there a game where like he had a Tingle family or something like that?
Yeah, so
I'm
canonically he
sure.
has like a brother, and then
It's like the Minish Cap
There's, like,
or something.
no, it was Wind Waker.
Oh, Wind Waker.
And-
Oh.
Then there's like a
Yeah, there's a
specific-
bunch of Tingles in Wind Waker.
Yeah,
Find a little outpost out in the ocean with
Yeah.
a bunch
Gives you a
of
lot of tingles.
with a bunch of different colored Tingles.
Tingles galore.
there was a Japan only Tingle game with like a normal
only game.
Yeah.
with a normal human, and she's
That
just
sounds
as
so
busty
Japan.
as can be. It's
Yeah,
so wrong.
and it's like an isekai or something, right?
They
Yeah,
need to make
I don't
a-
know. It's just wrong on so many
Oh my God,
levels.
this
They need to
so
make a
funny.
dating simulator of just Tingle. That's what they need to do.
So anyway,
So why the hell is
Kid.
Skull Kid
your
your
actual
choice?
pick.
I feel like he is the most dangerous villain out of all the Zelda franchise.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's the most lasting because you really do feel like terrified, even as a grown up. Like I was a kid when we played it, so it was really scary. But
Oh yeah.
like I feel like the way they edit like the cutscenes and the tension and the music is so scary, and he's just like floating there looking at his and like his freaking boss fight is so dumb and hard. But
Well, also like because you find out later it's not Skull Kid that's the one that's behind
it's
it.
the mask.
It's the mask.
Yeah, and that another level of terror because it's like possession. It's like what the heck is
There
going
was-
on?
In the Zelda mangas by Akira, I don't remember the last name of the artist duo who do the mangas.
It's Akira something.
I
yeah.
was gonna say someone else. I was like, I'm gonna confuse people.
But
so I don't-
they came up with their own lore of the mask, and it was like one of Link's descendants who found a creature
Okay.
that was like completely wicked, and then when the creature died, the traveler made Majora's Mask, and it kept the bitterness and the
okay.
evil, and that's why it was all evil. That's just, of course, it's not official. The mangas were just kind of their own thing.
I don't know. A lot of people read those as like their source for the story of Zelda.
The whole
You didn't, like,
the
play the game.
duology with Four Swords mangas were really cool. Brought some
Oh,
good
the
characters.
mangas.
My source for Zelda lore is, Wand of Gamelon, and the other
Gee,
other
sure is boring.
the other CDI Zelda
CDI.
games.
Wand
That's
of Gamelon and
You've killed me.
Good.
Squadala.
let me show you my wares.
Great, I can't wait. The
king.
bumps of the dongos.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
That's the
one of the
scariest
scariest,
Zelda game.
yeah, one of the scariest things about Skull Kid is that he's an actual child
Right.
that gets
yeah.
Like a
possessed
bad
by
seed or
this
whatever.
mask. And you know that Skull Kid short that was on YouTube?
Yes,
like
that's
CGI?
in my Halloween playlist.
So that studio, the animation studio, they became a game developer.
What?
And they made
That
that
is
game
really
called Kana Bridge of Spirits. That's like a 3D platformer.
I've
that's
heard
like
of that.
a PS2 kind of like game.
that is really
Era game.
cool.
But
That's
anyway,
really cool.
and it's a beautiful game too. But
Yeah. Also, he's like, there's debate whether the world you're playing in is real or a dream. But
Mhm.
if it is real, he can end the world. He brings
Yeah.
the moon come crashing down on you over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
So he's powerful too. And
It's
also
such
the
a
whole like
creepy-
ending with the mask changing form and you finally go into the moon and you have to fight the different ones over and over. It's so hard. But that's really scary too because it's just like screaming at you the whole time. As
Oh, and
it's
the
attacking
laugh.
you.
The laugh.
Yeah, the laugh. It's like, what's happening? Like,
And you know
your
what?
anxiety goes up.
even though this title is frowned upon, I still like the section in Twilight Princess where you're going through the forest and you
Oh,
do
it's
kind
Skull
of meet him.
Kid.
You do kind of meet Skull
Yeah.
Kid again.
Oh wow, I forgot about that.
I
I
always
forgot all
remember
about
replaying that game, and I'm like, oh, this is.
But you don't know if it's
interesting.
that Skull Kid because there's
It's
different skull. There's many
Basically
different kinds.
Him. It's basically him.
Yeah.
Who else could it be?
It's basically.
I'm gonna add a
So-
side note. When I was trying to think a few years ago, I was like, well, what about Ganondorf? Because I was like looking at different Zelda games, and I went back to Twilight. I went back to Twilight Princess, and I was 8 or 7 when I was watching you guys play the games, and I was so
Scared.
terrified.
Yeah.
He's scary.
Especially when they show Ganondorf's execution scene.
That was pretty intense.
Okay, yeah. There's a lot of that game that scared me, but that like terrified me.
And like he's kind of possessed too. There's like
Yeah.
possession in these games. It's scary.
Yeah. Demon possession apparently is a norm in the Zelda series.
Also in like the handheld ones too, because like some of the villains in the handheld one turn into like a dark ball and they possess it's not Zelda, it's like the girl or whatever in it. I
Yeah.
can't remember her name in Link's Awakening. But yeah, so that's also I feel like the design of Skull Kid is just
Oh,
so
dude.
cool.
Oh, yeah.
Peak character
He's
design,
so
dude.
cool.
So good.
He's a little like devil
the
imp,
mask in
like,
general is such an amazing design.
or the piercing eyes.
Oh, God.
So
Looks at
cool.
me every time I go into Allie and Chelsea's house.
Yeah, I have a replica hanging on the wall of the mask. Adley bought it for my birthday.
Not before 3D printing too, so it's legit.
Yeah, someone made it.
Somebody
Yeah.
made it. So.
All right, that was mine.
Cool. Who's David?
David.
Third pick.
All right, my third pick is going to be Johann Lieber from Monster.
The anime.
So this is an anime series.
Oh.
It's about a
Listen up, kids.
it's about a surgeon, a Japanese surgeon who is living in Germany, and he's like a young up and coming rising star in the world of medicine, and basically so something tragic happens and he's framed for a murder, and so he has to go on the run.
Oh, it's The Fugitive.
But it's a little more complicated than that. But yeah, but basically what happens is behind this whole thing is there's this young man who starts off as you first see him as a little kid, like his parents get like brutally murdered in like the first episode, and he's just like this. He's like just has this like empty, like almost like soulless expression on his face, and he doesn't talk much. And he kind of grows up into a young man throughout the series, and he's like, it turns out he's the one pulling the strings. Like he has this beef with Tenma, who's the surgeon, and he's the one who's framing him for all these things and trying to basically ruin his life. And he's just like, he's so sadistic and like evil, and he's like he's just messed up. It starts like when he's a kid, literally.
Yeah.
Like his evil villain arc starts when he's a little kid, and he just gets messed up psychologically.
Yeah. And the way the Urasawa kind of reveal. He's really good at storytelling. He did Pluto, Jake.
Oh, heck yeah.
And the way he reveals the clues, and you're like, oh, what? He does slow burn, but I like binged it in like a week, so I kind of retained all of the clues in my head. But like when you find, because it starts out with him as a kid, and then things go quiet after a while, and then a pattern starts happening with a recurring murders. And like, people that get murdered like that except like a long time ago. And so it's like, wait a minute, like what's going on? And it makes you think that it's something else. And he's really good at revealing things at the right moment. And you do see the backstory of where he's from. It's much later, but when they reveal it, it's like, is this real? Like, it's almost unbelievable. Like, it almost not realistic, but then you're like, no, wait, that actually could happen. Like, it's because it involves like neo-Nazis and stuff who still believe in like the Reich or whatever. And they don't like, I think like one guy outright says that, but most of them keep it quiet. They're like, no, like it's really, and when you realize what that's going on, you're like, what the heck? So it gets deeper. There's a lot of stuff happening in it. I like his sister. I think she's my favorite character in the show.
There's no real place you can watch Monster nowadays, is there?
I don't think so. I mean, I haven't tried to watch it for a long time, so it might be on a streaming service now. It was. I originally watched it on.
I'm thinking of Darker Than
Netflix.
Black. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I originally
I'm thinking
watched it
Darker
on.
Than Black.
I originally watched it on Netflix, and then it got taken off Netflix. It was still on YouTube. Still might be on
It's
YouTube.
on Internet Archive for free.
Oh, heck yeah.
I don't know if it's the English or not, but dubbed
But yeah,
English.
I think there's only one season too.
Yeah, it's 50 episodes, 52 episodes.
50 episodes.
Clarify that.
2004. Let's
Yeah,
see, where
and
can
it
we
ran a
stream it?
long time.
74 episodes is what it says here.
Oh, that could be OVAs.
It's on Netflix still.
Well, okay, then it got
Surprisingly.
put back on
It got
Netflix.
Yeah,
put back
because
on
I
there,
remember when you
yeah.
recommended to me when we did
Yeah.
our anime episode, I went to look it up and I was like, oh, well, it's on Netflix. I was like, okay, I'll find a way. And I did. And I went back and forth between the sub and the dub just because there was some like context scenes that I was curious about. But yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, but Johan is such a great character because he's so evil,
74.
yet he's like psychotically evil, but you only get like little doses of it, like a little bit of a time,
Mhm.
and it slowly builds this picture of just how deranged and utterly sadistic he is.
Yeah,
Let's see, 74 episodes, 25-ish minutes each. So you're looking at roughly
it is 74.
25-ish hours of story there. So,
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's slow burn.
yeah.
The manga's pretty long too. I think they kept it. I think they did good keeping what they didn't cut stuff out. I think of the manga is why it's so long, which is rare.
Would you two recommend that, or
It
would you
doesn't
recommend
feel- it
like
doesn't
if you're
feel like an
not
anime.
if you're not into anime, would you recommend that, or would you recommend what's the one with the demon Black Book? No, what's it called?
Black-
Death Note, Black Book. So would you recommend this
Death
or
Note
Death
feels like
Note
an
if
anime.
you've never watched
Black
anime?
Butler?
Like
Depends on the person though.
Yeah.
because they're both slow burns.
Okay.
Both
yeah.
are kind of a mystery. Death Note has supernatural elements.
I mean, I feel like Death Note is probably better. Out of the two, it's probably the better introduction for a
overall.
first timer.
Yeah,
But my personal favorite is Monster.
I feel like if you are really not into you're like, ooh no. I
Yeah, if
I
you
do that
don't like
stuff,
anime,
I
you
feel
won't
like
like
that
it.
Monster is the way to go because it doesn't feel like an anime. It feels just like a crime drama.
Yeah,
Like,
it has some kind of some
That's how
anime
Pluto feels, too.
conventions. It has that it has that sort of Dragon Ball Z thing where everything takes a long time
takes
to
multiple
happen.
episodes. Yeah,
So it does have that, but
minus the action.
other than that, it doesn't feel like a typical anime. So
Yeah, it's like a very long, very thick book.
And what's the name of the character again?
Johan.
or the villain. My bad. My
All
bad. My
right,
bad.
cool. All right, Lexi, number 3.
Oh man, this is really hard.
Yeah, me too.
Duke Eggthorn from Gummy Bears.
That's
Gargamel.
Yeah, Gargamel. Draco Malfoy from Harry Potter.
Draco Malfoy.
The zombies from Plants vs. Zombies.
I've only seen one Harry Potter movie, and it's number 3, and I was a little confused.
That's when they're all like hitting the growth spurt too, like all the kids.
That was the one when we were watching the power out.
Yeah,
We were watching it, and the power went out right
Yeah,
when he
that
was
was
casting the
funny.
spell. All right.
Oh, I forgot about that. I was playing Age of Mythology, I think, at that time. You guys were watching in the living room. And the power goes, I'm like, crap, I forgot to save my game. And then you're like, no! And I was like, I was sad, but then I instantly had satisfaction.
You were sad,
Just
and
to
then
be like
Like a annoying
malicious,
brother.
like-
Yeah, like they're suffering out there.
you were sad, and then you were satisfied.
Exactly. There you go.
Anyway, I'm just gonna go with what I wrote. Meta Knight from Kirby.
Are we talking the show or the games?
The games
the
mostly,
games.
Okay.
because in the
I
show,
It's
don't
not
think-
really
I don't
in the
think
show
people
that
realize
much.
there's a
Yeah.
show.
most people
He's
don't.
got a
Yeah, unless you grew
accent.
up watching 4Kids. Like,
Yeah. But
People don't
yeah, so I remember playing. I didn't play the original Kirby Superstar, but I grew up with Superstar Ultra, which is, I guess it's kind of the same thing.
Isn't he in both?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's a collection of different Kirby games, like the first one and stuff like that. I hope David won't disown me for getting anything wrong here, because
About
you're the
Kirby?
Kirby
The
fan.
Kirby
Oh,
stand.
that's right.
Yeah, but yeah, there's one called Meta Knight's Revenge. It doesn't say why he's getting revenge, but he's just going to take over Dreamland with his
Say, did
ship.
you play it?
I did play it,
Oh,
and
they don't explain. why.
I played it so much.
Kirby
And-
Superstar is a great game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I started to play that one.
Is
Was
Meta
that
Knight-
wait, okay? Wait, what handheld was that on?
It was on the DS.
It was on the DS.
The one that I played. The original was on the Super
Super Nintendo.
Nintendo. Yeah.
Nintendo.
And so I just thought that was like, this one had like CGI cutscenes, and I was like, dude, like Kirby and CGI, like that kind of blew my little mind.
My tiny little mind.
Yeah, and then like I found out about Kirby Air Ride, and I've never been the same since. But with Meta Knight, I just was like, dude, like I knew him from Smash Bros and stuff, but then like, holy crap, you got this guy with a mask, and he kind of looks like Kirby, but he has bat wings, and he has a magic
Yeah, he's
sword.
cool. He's cool.
And he's trying to take over peaceful little Dreamland, and King Dedede ain't anywhere in sight.
Isn't he basically like without the helmet? He's just black Kirby.
He's like blue Kirby.
He's like
Oh yeah, he's blue.
violet
yeah.
Kirby.
Yeah, he's violet
Yeah.
blue. Yeah.
Indigo, I don't know.
Indigo, yeah.
But that whole, like, in the DS version, there's commentary on the bottom between Meta Knight, when you're on the ship, between Meta Knight and his first mate and some of the Waddle Dees and the enemies. And so, like, you go into a secret room, and one of the Waddle Dees goes, no, all of my power-ups. And the first mate's like, so you're the one who's been stealing that. But then, like, Meta Knight's like, oh, we needed to stop Kirby and stuff like that. And it's a back and forth of getting off the ship, getting back on the ship, getting thrown off the ship, getting shot out of a cannon, and going back on the ship. And you're basically destroying the ship bit by bit. And then as the ship is falling apart, you have to face Meta Knight. He's like, so finally we meet face to face. And suddenly you just have this like scene where like it's like you have to leave whatever ability you were using before, and it's like grab the sword, and you have to grab the sword, and suddenly he comes out, and you have to fight him sword. And I don't know, I just thought that was like, I was like, dang, this is really cool.
Do you play him in Smash Bros?
I used to, and then I found out that he got banned at Smash conventions, so that kind of,
What?
yeah, because he's so powerful.
That's not cool. That's not cool.
And so I don't know. I just thought he was a cool guy. And then when I was 16, I watched Kirby Right Back at You for the first time, and I
That's
was
the
like,
anime.
dude, like he doesn't have a deep voice, but he's like Latino. I'm like, dang, I like this.
He's Latino.
He has like
He has an accent.
he has an accent, and he's
It
played
was 4Kids, okay?
he's played by the guy who plays James in Pokemon.
Oh, there you go.
Okay,
That's a
there you
win.
go. All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Everything comes back full
There we go.
circle.
And
Full circle,
and
yeah.
every time he shows
Everything goes
every,
back to
every time he shows up in the show, suddenly you hear da 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 dun, and then you hear the
guitar.
So he was
and then
Puss in
and
Boots?
then he play horns like
So he was Zorro. So he's basically like
like a
Zorro.
mariachi.
It was like a little motif, and I was just
like what gave them the idea?
I don't
to
know.
do
King
that?
DDD is Southern, all right.
I'll tell you what, Kirby.
I-
Yeah, he's like Foghorn Leghorn in there.
Well, okay, this is the same like channel that put out fighting food-ons that had racist stereotypes based off the food they were.
Right.
Interesting.
It was supposed to be
what was
Pokemon.
that? There was I can't remember what Jewish food it was. He had,
The
like,
way
most
you said that, the
fake-
Jewish
yeah,
food it was.
yeah. If you look up clips of fighting food-ons, it's like hoy vey, and he's like really over the top, like cartoon Jew, and it's like,
My
what
God.
is happening?
That should be your Twitter handle when you create your Twitter account. Cartoon.
No.
Jew. That should be what you do. Chelsea.
Yeah.
You need to look it up, Jake. You'll laugh at it.
What's it called? Cartoon food.
Fighting food-ons. Fighting food-ons.
It's a
Finding
Pokemon
Foodons?
clone.
Foodons. Foodons, I think.
But I
It's
also,
Stupid. It's stupid.
getting back to Kirby.
So
um,
also, yeah, his character design, Lexi, I was gonna say,
yeah, his character
is so
design's
cool.
so cool.
So cool.
He is cool.
All the character designs of HAL Labs when they made Kirby, really cute.
Yeah.
Sakurai
Kirby is
and
like
Wada.
the perfect gateway game for
So cute.
kids. Because I remember when Rory was little and she would get frustrated because she wanted to play games like her brothers. And I would turn on the Kirby Game Boy game and it's just 2 buttons and you move back and forth.
Yeah.
And it's slow. So she got through like most of it with my help.
Yeah.
And the music is fire. So
Yeah.
And then like you play like I don't remember the game with the creepy clown character of Kirby, and then like with Marax.
Mr. Mime is who you're thinking of.
But I also thought like because we grew up playing Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And you do the story mode with Meta Knight, and he's trying to find his ship. There's like no talking in the story mode, but he's trying to find his ship. He gets stuck with the ice climbers, and that's just so funny to me. And then like Lucario shows up, and then like when he actually gets on the ship, he actually gets on the ship, you just see the ice climbers falling off the mountain.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then like you meet Snake he sneaks on the, what's it called? The halibird? Or I don't remember what the name of Meta Knight's ship
I don't
is.
know.
But and then you find out that the game like
It's a ship with blades.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was like so funny. Like you have all these different video game characters meeting up, and Meta Knight gets stuck with ice climbers. And
So funny.
like he's trying to
They're
get
like
up to the
little
top, and they're all
kids.
like a race, and so like the whole thing is them trying to beat him, and then they beat him, and they're all jumping, and Meta Knight just jumps up and he walks away. But
That's
I was
such an interesting like multiverse game, but it's like the most popular one. Like I don't know. They tried to make a story with Smash Brothers, so I don't know.
all I could think about is I think it was Arlo who was talking about it, the fight at the end, and he goes, Meta Knight's ship is doing this, and all the bad guys are doing this. Then Kirby
Of Brawl.
yeah, and he goes, then Kirby comes down on his start, and he goes, Papa Sakurai loves me, and I just because I completely destroy the bad thing.
That's funny. All right, Meta Knight. Good pick, Lexi.
Yeah, good pick.
He's kind of like the Boba Fett of the Nintendo characters.
Yeah.
Okay, it was that.
I would
it
agree
was,
with
It was
that.
Meta Knight or King Dice, so I had to
Oh,
pick
King
my
Dice.
battles.
Oh, King Dice, man. At least he didn't pick Satan's my favorite villain from Cuphead. Okay,
What?
Why are you laughing?
it makes me, when I said that, oh, Satan's my favorite villain. I just picture Tim Curry as Satan in Legend,
Oh,
being
wait,
like,
did you guys watch it? Did you guys watch it yet?
no, not yet.
I know. I still need to watch it. I've been wanting to watch it for years.
You should come
I've been
over
waiting
one
to watch
Sunday
it.
night. You should come over. We should watch it. Oh my god.
Yeah, we've been meaning to watch
We need
it.
to watch it because yeah.
We
Just the meme of him like
You gotta see.
"Ah."
I want to see how young Tom Cruise is.
He's young in that movie.
Yeah.
It was the follow-up that Ridley Scott did after Blade Runner failed. So it's like he had to do.
It-
He's like,
it was-
I gotta do a.
It was after Blade Runner.
Yeah, it was right after Blade Runner.
What an
I
achievement!
thought it was older.
No, 1985.
and wasn't Blade Runner the movie that made Tim Curry want to work with Ridley Scott?
Yep. That's why
Whoa.
he's the Satan or
That's why he's
character.
Satan.
It's all
in this
connected.
Yeah.
It all comes
magical
back
land.
to-
Hey, y'all. Speaking of Tim Curry, one of my honorable mentions was him as Long John.
Honorable
Silver.
mentions
Long
for
John
the end.
Silver.
No, as
Honorable
long-
mentions for the end.
Hey,
We're
shut
doing
up!
that.
I wasn't done yet.
All right. No,
I'm
no.
not,
Honorable
I'm not
mentions
doing
for the
honorable
end.
mentions. I'm doing the lame villains.
All right, well, let me get to my 3.
And I'm
then
gonna
we'll
skip.
finally...
I'm gonna skip my last one. That
Hurry.
way.
We can just not do anything but our 4.
Yeah.
I don't want to be
Yeah.
here for 3 hours.
Yeah. All right.
Or
Um,
than
I think we all need
much
to sleep
longer
tonight.
than
Yeah,
been
much
here
longer.
already.
Yeah. I wrote down a whole thing about this, but we don't have time for it. But I do want to say, some people say he's not a villain. He's just misunderstood.
Mm.
The show that came out has redeemed him. And sure, thus is that. But to
I
be
know
preface,
who
I
he's talking
haven't
about.
finished the show, but I know how it ends. So I know that, he's the hero in quotes.
So you got spoiled and you don't want to finish it.
No, I'm going to finish it.
Oh.
I'm rewatching it. I just don't watch TV. I'll get to it. It's a lot of seasons, 5 seasons. I'm talking about Johnny Lawrence from Karate Kid and Cobra Kai.
I knew it was Cobra Kai.
So if you haven't seen it, I'm not going to... All you need to know is Cobra Kai is the follow-up to Karate Kid. Everybody's old and older. And there's a new cast as well that's brought in that are, I would say, just as good as the original. That's not saying much because, in that 80s movie, there wasn't amazing characters. But Danielson's legendary or well-renowned. So is Mr. Miyagi, who's a legend. And you have Johnny Lawrence, played by William Zabka. And the villain he plays in Karate Kid is cool, right? He's the bully. Okay, he's the jerk, right? But throughout the decades, there's this talk of, was he really the villain? Or was he just really misunderstood? No, he was the villain, guys. Let's be real.
Yeah.
But when the show comes out, it kind of takes that urban legend discussion of him being the villain and flips it of him being the good guy and flips it.
You're talking about the rival, right?
Yeah, Johnny Lawrence. He's the blonde guy.
I got
that
the impression at the
loses.
end of the first one that he turned over a leaf or something.
Okay, yeah, you could see it that way too, because he gives the.
Because he goes up to him, he says,
goes
"I'm
up to him,
sorry."
yeah.
Well,
He
listen,
So
apologizes
there's
for
a
what he
lot
did.
of things you can interpret, being like, you know what? Yeah, he was just doing it because he had a bad teacher, that kind of thing. And this whole show, Cobra Kai, which started on YouTube. What was it? YouTube Red.
It was-
It was a
Yeah.
YouTube Red show.
Back before it was YouTube Premium, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this show was way better than it had any right to be. It actually had characters you cared about, decent acting, and the people who came back to play Danielson and Johnny Lawrence.
Yeah, it's like the
and
original.
all the Ralph Macchio and William Zabka, all extremely competent actors, and even the kid acting's pretty dang good. And it even started off careers for like for the kid who plays Miguel and stuff like that, who's Blue Beetle, who's on your shirt. Charles.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, this show is awesome, and it hit at just the right moment in my life where I was a youth leader, and I was like, "Why is he hanging around?
So relatable.
Why is this loser hanging around with a bunch of teenagers? I relate to this, even though I'm not some loser
I
dad
relate to this.
even though I'm not some loser dad like he's in the show.
Or call the teenagers you hung around losers.
Well, sometimes someone did. But
Mhm.
anyway, no, I'm joking. But yeah, he's the villain, and the whole show's about him basically becoming the hero. And how he's just misunderstood, and he's down on his luck, and he's divorced, and he's a loser. He's still a loser. But
Your midlife crisis.
he's in a midlife crisis, and he's a sad dad, in quotes, like a lot of the, franchises nowadays. Like, you got your Luke Skywalkers in Last Jedi. You got your Han Solos in Force Awakens. You got your Kratos in God of War 2018, who are really legendary characters that are kind of whitewashed and thrown to the side and are sad dads.
What's with all the Star Wars reference in this episode?
A lot of
Some
sad
of the
dads.
greatest characters in the movie.
Yeah. But yeah, the Cobra Kai's awesome, man. It's better than it's better than you'd expect. And Johnny Lawrence and William Zabka's performance, again, it's kind of cheesy for sure, but that's part of the charm.
Do
Cobra
they act exactly how they do in the original Karate Kid?
Johnny Lawrence basically is. He's
Oh,
hasn't moved
okay.
forward in life, but he changes and he gets better and he improves. And there's all these other things that just kind of make him a better character and that kind of thing.
Is it?
Oh, micro SD card.
Oh,
Was on the
put
ground.
that in safe
Interesting.
place.
But anyway, that's my third pick. Chelsea, what's your fourth and final?
Fourth and final.
I'm gonna do this one for Adelaide. And I'm
Tony
gonna
Soprano.
say Ultron from the movie of Age of Ultron Avengers.
What? Okay, explain.
You did not understand what the word Ultron means?
No, I do, but why? Why that iteration of
Because
Ultron?
I think he's the best villain out of all the.
Because he's sexy.
No,
No.
because it's cool seeing like him the way he takes over. He could spread like his mind into any machine or robots or whatever.
Have you read the comics?
I did. I didn't like the.
Oh,
Brian
really?
Bendis one.
Oh.
So
So the movie
he
version
tried to
of
get
Ultron?
way too edgy with it, and I was
Oh.
like, "What?" So,
Why not pick Megatron?
because I don't like Megatron. Adelaide
I like
likes
Megatron.
I just said I'm choosing this one because Allie couldn't be here, and she loves Ultron, and I love Ultron. So he's cool. And what's his name who plays him?
Oh, dude, the guy who plays him in the movie?
yeah,
Yeah.
Spade.
James Spader.
James Spader, bro.
James Spader.
Yeah.
Stargate,
Wow.
Mr.
Yeah.
Stargate, bro.
Hey, another charisma leveled up character.
Yes, a bright spot in an otherwise mediocre
yeah,
movie.
it's not. Yeah,
Like he
I mean, you go to see
he's
him.
a
he
good-
basically he steals the show in that
Yeah.
movie
Yeah.
because every other part of that movie is just
When we watch it, we like skip a lot of it just to get to Ultron.
All I remember.
Also, the birth of the Vision, so that's really cool. scene.
Every time we watch it, all I think about is when we went to go see it, and it was really hard to get tickets to go see it. So we were stuck in the nosebleed section of the
I don't
top of
remember
the
that.
theater, and we were just shoved in between people, and it was not fun. And I remember it
all
just
I
being
remember
really
is-
hot in the
the
theater,
movie.
and I wanted to go home.
Wow, you just can't enjoy life.
I enjoy life.
You're like, only I remember about that movie is how much it sucked going to the movie theater to see it.
must have been a memorable experience if that movie was that good.
Hey,
I'm in
I tie some of the movie theaters experiences that we go to the movies that we watch.
that movie. That
Mine are
movie
all
wouldn't
good.
have been worth suffering in the movie theater for. It was
It
not
was
worth
good.
it.
It was pretty cool.
But James Spader's performance as
Oh, dude,
Ultron is
so good.
so good.
It is
So
good.
I
I
hope
love it.
I hope when they do Avengers Secret Wars and stuff like that, they bring him back and he's playing him again.
I see
That would
that as
be
a
cool.
possibility.
There was
not
like
hard
you
to-
got it. Why not? Bring
Yeah.
everybody back.
there's a meme.
Everybody's coming back.
Last year there was a meme going around TikTok, and it showed one of the Marvel shows, and it showed Ultron, and they said, "This is a character," and he's like, "I'm going to steal all of this stuff for me, myself, and I." It says, "Also the same character," and it cuts to Age of Ultron. He goes scream, and you die. And I was like,
That's intense.
"What was that?" And it just spread like wildfire.
That was mine.
All
Move
right,
on.
David.
All
Number 4
right,
and 5.
so my final one
Tony Soprano.
is it's kind of along the same lines, a bright spot in an otherwise meh movie, and that would be Christopher Nolan's take on Bane. From The Dark
Tom
Knight
Hardy's
Rises.
Bane, huh?
I would have chosen Dark Knight.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, yes, Heath Ledger's performance as Joker was great,
It's pretty
obviously,
famous at this point,
but
yeah.
honestly, Bane is more memorable to me.
Yeah.
Mm.
He's just like, I mean, the movie is a visual and like an audio visual feast, but the story is just incomprehensible garbage. None of the character motivations make any sense at all, and that does not stop Tom Hardy from just utterly hamming it up and like basically being one of the most quotable movie villains I think I've ever seen.
You know, it
That's a
almost
good
sounds
point.
like you're describing Tenet.
I've never seen that.
You're not missing much.
Plot.
No, that's actually an interesting sci-fi. It's confusing, but it's interesting.
Anyway, sorry, David.
But yeah, just like nothing he does makes sense in terms of the story or his like motivation or anything. He's just really cool and really entertaining, and just like because my only experience with Bane, because I
Like the character.
read a few Batman comics growing up, but not many. So my only experience with the Bane character was the version in
The animated
the George Clooney one.
Oh,
Oh.
Batman and Robin?
Yeah, I saw the Batman the animated
It makes
series,
sense. A lot of us
but
watch
like
that.
I haven't like I didn't retain any of that. I was super little when I watched it, so
Yeah.
I didn't retain any of that. So the only like memory I had of Bane as a character was
George Clooney.
the George Clooney one.
It makes sense why this Bane is superior.
So like
compared to that one.
so like when I watched Dark Knight Rises, it just like blew my mind that like a character could go from that
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah.
You know?
The voice though.
That was
Yeah,
kind of the
just
whole thing about the
voice,
Nolan Batman films. Like, it went from Batman and Robin to that.
Yeah.
So,
Like, oh, speaking of Bane, I'll have to show you guys afterwards a video clip I saw from Red Letter Media. It's so good.
I will say, though, the whole plane sequence,
In the beginning.
Bane, like, yeah, it's technically masterful, but Bane and Tom Hardy's performance in that, he's what makes that whole sequence.
Yeah, that
I
whole
think.
sequence doesn't like what are they trying to accomplish? What are they trying to do? Like none of it makes any sense. Like, oh, you stuck a tube in a dead guy's arm and the blood magically flowed into the other guy, and that's somehow gonna like just confuse all the DNA tests.
Science.
It just that whole sequence makes no sense from a story perspective, but it's so entertaining to watch simply because of Tom Hardy's performance as Bane.
Yeah.
Like, are there any interviews about why he chose the voice?
I'm sure it's explained somewhere.
Because
but I
that
don't
to me
remember.
has always been like, what? Like, what? Like,
It's
every
so-
time I
Also,
hear
it's
it-
also redubbed because you couldn't hear him on
well,
set.
duh. I mean,
So
wearing a
it's totally
down the
redubbed.
whole
So
time.
they could have made it whatever they wanted, but I'm sure
That's
I'm sure
true.
it's explained.
That's true. They could have made it whatever they want.
But
So yeah, they went for
I
that.
went for it.
They went, yeah. Why though? That's the why
It's
though.
so out of left field, and yet it's so memorable and so iconic. Like there's not another villain like him. What a lovely.
When the cake is eaten.
Also, it's endlessly memeable. There's so
Yeah.
many parodies of
Yeah.
that one character, that iteration of that character.
What about Bane? What about Bane? Why isn't he on your list of people in prison? I was born a convict.
Oh, real quick before we go off the Batman topic, I saw a behind the scenes clip of the Batman Arkham Shadow game, the VR game they released,
Oh yeah.
and the Scarecrow is played by Elijah Wood in that game.
Ooh.
What?
And there's a
They got a voice changer on
behind
him?
the scenes clip of him performing the death scene once you die, and he like goes
Yeah,
up
like
to him.
comes up.
Like the
yeah.
villains come up to you and do like a monologue or whatever, and
Yeah.
his performance is so
Ooh. I'm gonna have to
eerie.
look it up.
I'm like, I want him to be in the Batman Matt Reeves' like universe as the Scarecrow, because I think he would kill it. That would be awesome.
We need some different villains though.
Well, sure.
We've already done Scarecrow.
We'll probably get Court of Owls in this one, but yeah, we'll see what happens. But anyway, all right, we got Bane.
Chores.
What's some interesting choice? The football, yeah. The great.
Yeah. It's Super Bowl
sure.
season.
Appropriate when we're recording this episode, but
All right, Lexi, your fourth and final.
all right, my fourth and final. It was like one of the first ones I thought of because I didn't have a lot of time to think about it today. But my fourth and final villain is King K. Rool specifically from
Nice.
Donkey Kong 64.
Nice. Oh yeah, the scary. No, the scary version.
Laughing at me.
All these choices, I'm like, wow, I was not expecting them at all.
That's like the scary version. of
Lexi
him.
texts me, I want to be on the podcast tonight, like badly. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then this is what we get.
King K. Rool. What are you talking about? King K. Rool's a good
Meta
villain.
Knight, King DDD.
No, I didn't even do him.
Some Tatiana chick. And then, I don't remember what the first one was.
Team Rocket.
Oh, that's right, yeah. How
It's
could
like, wait,
I
I
forget?
got
It all circles back. All right, so why are we? Okay, sorry, not why. Continue.
All right, so
Why not?
recently I've been looking. Oh my gosh.
Keep going.
Recently, I've been looking into Donkey Kong games and stuff, and I'm like, well, you know what? Maybe I want to play some of these. I never really played Donkey Kong Country Returns.
Oh, so good. What a game.
And I was like, oh, I remember watching Chelsea and Adelaide play.
Oh, say, have you played the Game Boy games?
I did play the Game Boy games.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
That's
but
all I care about.
But I was like, well, you know what? Maybe I'll get into Donkey Kong. And then I was like, oh, I remember DK64. And I'm like, wait, wasn't there voice acting in the beginning of that? I'm like, oh, there was.
There was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, and I think I was 11 when we booted up the 64 and I got the expansion pack so we could play it.
Yeah, pretty scary.
And I was like, dude, this is like he is like
He's really
so he's
scary,
big and he's intimidating.
His
and-
face is messed up.
Yeah.
It's got like teeth sticking out everywhere.
I think about that one video where they dubbed him over and he's French and he goes, we don't that the video game boss's lament where he goes, we do not want to be doing these things. Okay.
Why French?
I don't know.
Oh, because
But-
he's supposed to be a crocodile and he's supposed to be Cajun, so that makes sense.
What?
Yeah.
No.
But I was like,
Oh no, he's Cajun because of the CGI cartoon.
no, he had a normal.
He had a
King
normal
K.
voice in
Oh,
this
missed
cartoon.
opportunity.
The crystal coconut.
Anyway,
No, but and then like I think about when you leave the game, it's because it's rare. They pulled a
the game
Banjo
over- They
Kazooie.
do like a game over.
Yeah, where in Banjo Kazooie, where like it's a bad thing that happens, and then
it punishes you for exiting the game.
yeah, and in Donkey Kong 64, he's laughing maniacally,
He's
and he
like,
just
"Oh."
sets a laser to blow up DK
Yeah, he
Island.
blows up the island.
Yeah, and then I thought it was hilarious, like when they brought him back for Smash Bros. Ultimate. And they made you think, oh, it's him. And then it's King DDD and he's laughing. And then suddenly he comes up behind him.
They troll
And he
everybody.
like totally just like takes him out. And I was just
people lost their minds when they finally put him in the game.
yeah. And so I was like, and then like his ultimate is destroying DK Island.
Yeah.
And I was just like, dude, what the heck? And
Cool.
there's something else that has made me more interested in King K. Rool, but I'm not going to say what it is.
yeah, you don't. Yeah.
Yeah, and so, but I just,
Spoilers.
I just think he's like,
He's a good villain.
any villain that is like tall and looming, I've always thought is like a scary thing because I don't know.
Because you're so short.
Well, as a child, I was scared of people.
I was short when I was a child.
When I was
You're
little-
taller than I am right now.
So you're tall and looming. When I was a child, I was really short, and I was scared of tall people.
Don't put words in my mouth.
That's what I heard. I'm sorry.
Dude, I remember
Oh my God.
meeting
So-
Sully at Disneyland and wanting to burst.
Totally from Monsters
For like
Incorporated.
October, we need to do like our childhood fears or whatever.
Yes!
Oh my god.
But-
Sully from Monsters Incorporated.
It's embedded into my psyche. Anything that is extremely taller than me is.
Give me a hug.
Yeah.
Dad was like trying.
Okay, so King K. Rool. What if a giant King K. Rool costume man comes up to you?
I'd run away.
You should look up cosplays.
Someone did a cosplay where they had a puppet of
Wow.
King K. Rool.
Oh yeah. No, that
And-
was cool. That
Yeah,
was cool.
and their whole body
craftsmanship was
costume
good.
was the
it was
fact
the
chair and
oh
stuff
the
that he
chair,
sits in.
yeah, that he sits in.
That guy does some pretty crude stuff. When he was at a convention, he goes, "Wait, there's one more thing I have to do," and he has posable fingers and he's flipping off the DK arcade.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, I think that's enough.
Uh,
Jake, your last one.
All right. Well, my last pick is no one can die from high cholesterol like Gaston.
what?
Okay,
You
no, I'm
chose
joking.
Gaston?
I'm joking. It's not
Oh.
Gaston.
Don't
I
do
was
that.
thinking about a cartoon villain. I wrote down.
See,
Duke,
I was gonna do a Disney one, and then I was
Yeah,
like,
I wrote
well,
down,
I'd rather
like,
do one that Adelaide.
Duke Eggthorn, Bill from Gravity Falls is fine, but I'm going Hades from the Hercules movie.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
James
That's a
Woods
surprising
Hercules
choice. For you.
is because I originally had Gaston,
He
but
is
then
also
I
typecast as, like, that
remembered Hades, and I'm like, oh yeah! Out of all the Renaissance era villains,
Yeah,
Ursula's pretty
I think she's
damn good.
I think she's the top.
She's great.
yeah, I
But
think she's the
man,
top.
James Woods made it memorable. His performance is great. They bring him back for every appearance of Hades, even in the
in the
Disney
Kingdom Hearts case.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts,
Yeah.
Disney Dreamlight Valley, which came out like 2 years ago. He's in that, I believe. James Woods, man,
I'm
Hercules.
surprised he can still get gigs, man.
Yeah, I
given
know.
His,
Yeah.
I
his
know.
political
Yeah,
beliefs.
with his political beliefs, yeah.
Wow, Disney actually flew over that one.
But yeah, that character is so funny, so
He is pretty
silly, but like menacing at the same time. Like,
Yeah, he's
I
pretty.
think
Intimidating.
he's like
Yeah.
one of the more memorable villains of that era of Disney. Yeah, Jafar's whatever. I don't care about Jafar. Nobody cares about Jafar.
But
Gaston's
cool.
memorable.
He
but,
turns
like,
into a snake.
She cares about
doesn't
Jafar.
mean he's
He
good.
turns into a snake.
Ursula turns to a giant version of herself.
She's pretty scary too. Your face. She gets even more giant.
Yeah, a tall and looming character, Lexi.
Oh,
Big
I
Ursula.
wasn't scared of her.
Big Ursula. That was my
I
nickname
am
in
really
high school.
surprised about that.
Yeah.
That's pretty scary then.
Yeah, I would have to agree that, yeah, Hades in the Disney Hercules is one of the more memorable Disney villains. Like, just excellent performance. And also just, like, excellent take on the character of Hades. Because, like, you look at Greek mythology and
It's always like...
there ain't no James Woods in the pages of the Iliad. You know what I'm saying?
Also, like, his character design is pretty cool. Like, with the blue fire and everything.
Oh,
and-
yeah. His
yeah.
character design is like top notch.
Yeah. And
he also maxed out his charisma.
he maxed out his career.
Yeah.
So that's my pick, is Hades. I almost said from Game of Thrones. That's not right. From Hercules. But yeah, that's my pick. So,
Interesting.
I did have Hans Gruber from Die Hard, which should have been my
Okay,
fourth one.
Mom
Oh,
mentioned
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But he's a damn good villain. But that's all my only honorable mention. David, do you have one you'd want to pick? honorable
I
mention?
had one. I think I did have one. What was it?
Didn't make the cut.
Lexi, what's one of yours while David looks that up?
Which one should I start with?
No,
No,
just one.
no,
Just
I'm
one.
joking.
One.
I'm joking.
Wait, David has to play Doom the Dark Ages. It just got done installing on Steam.
Y'all, nobody mentioned Gladys from.
She's
Oh,
no,
dude.
she's on my list, but I was
Dude.
like Ultron.
Oh man, I would have swapped that out with Johnny Lawrence any day.
So I was
Gladys is
sitting in
so
the
good.
game room on my computer writing out, okay, this is what I want, this is what I want. I was looking at like the stack of games we have, and I'm like, oh,
You're
cool.
like, whoa.
Gladys.
Me
Oh,
too, yeah.
Yeah, she's cool.
She's oh man, I should have picked her. But anyway, that's a good pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like David, what's yours?
Crap. I'm trying to remember what it was now. I don't.
you want to read one from one of mine from my
No.
list?
No.
No, she's not going to read Mordred. He's not going to read Mordred from Dragon Booster. No.
No, that he ain't.
No, it's all video games.
King Dice is on here, man.
Yeah,
Oh
Kino.
crap! I
You
can't.
forgot.
I forgot what my honorable mention was.
Mm.
Should we go to Chelsea?
Was it from an anime? A movie?
Dude, I was thinking
video
about
game?
anime villains. Like, there's so many, but I was
Oh,
like,
what was it?
what really?
It
Like,
was.
Was
like,
it
I
a he,
like-
a she?
A lot of villains in Western media.
Mhm.
Because I feel like they're,
Um,
that's like a main. Like, I don't
Okay, you know what?
They're very
I'll
different.
go with one of my other ones I was thinking about while I was getting this list together. Is Saruman the White from Lord of the Rings.
Hey!
He's cool.
Hey!
Yeah.
And it's, Christopher Lee.
Oh, yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
beat that.
Can't beat Christopher
Oh,
Lee.
yeah.
Chelsea,
The
what's yours?
Trololo Saruman.
when me and Holly went to go see Fellowship of the Ring,
Oh my
that's all I could think of. Like whenever the parts.
Has she not seen it?
No, she grew up
The
watching
Trololo?
it. No, she hasn't seen
No,
that.
I mean that,
no, she
yeah.
hasn't seen that. So I was like, it's like he's doing, oh my god. And I was like,
Just in the theater, you're just doing that. Everyone's looking at you.
I also did a motion with my hand, like I'm pressing on a remote, like I'm fast forwarding it. And every part, mom would
Oh,
fast
showing your
forward.
age, bro.
Every part, mom would fast forward.
Showing
I
your
would do this
age.
motion with my hand.
I think
and then we would
for
just
me,
laugh about
honorable
it.
mention would probably be the Disney one I didn't put in here because I was like, I like a lot of Disney villains, but I'm going with my favorite one, not because they're actually good at being villainous. I mean, I guess she is. It's the evil queen from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs,
oh,
the original,
gee.
the
That's like in the-
1937 one. You guys.
I think in IMDb, I was looking at that list. She's like in the top 10 or
That's
20.
because everybody hates the new one. So they're going back to the old
Oh,
movie, and they're
okay.
like, "Oh,
That's
so
weird.
superior."
I mean, she's
She's
she
the
gets
most
job done.
basic one-dimensional villain.
Yeah.
In the whole, but like her grandiose, like the way she like swings it's all classic Hollywood acting in
Yeah.
that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's all very expressive and
I thought you were gonna
dramatic.
I thought you were gonna say Queen of Hearts from Alice.
What?
I
She's
thought-
awesome, but
Off
not my
with her
favorite.
head.
I don't know. I thought she was gonna do Maleficent. Okay.
I almost
Oh,
she,
you
Maleficent-
should have.
So Maleficent's a better villain.
Jolie. Does anybody else
No.
like Angelina Jolie?
Don't bring that up. Don't bring that up in front of Chelsea.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
I've
made
ranted like 3 times about that movie. I don't need to rant
on
anymore.
the podcast too, I believe. So
Yeah, the evil queen. She's awesome. Like I just like looking at how they animate her.
Mhm.
She's got the cape and the whole transformation sequence.
oh dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so
cool.
memorable. And she's like, like
It's the rule of cool in
the
effect.
rule of
You don't need her to have some kind of complicated backstory
Yeah,
or
yeah.
anything like that. She's just animated, voiced in such a way that you know she's bad and she's cool.
And
She's
So-
basically Darth Vader of Disney.
So
No,
I would like
Darth
to
Maul
point
is
out.
Disney.
No, Darth Vader.
So when we went to Disneyland in the California part of Disneyland,
Was she in California?
so when you go into the animation building and they have all the screens up
Yeah.
and they'll show concept art while they're playing a
Yeah, they
song or a
do
scene
whole
from a Disney
show
movie.
that you watch up there.
And when they show Snow White, they have the evil queen's transformation, so everything goes black, and then you hear her
Oh
talking.
yeah.
And then suddenly all the pictures come up, and it's just like it's happening all around you 360. And it's probably one of the coolest things
Yeah, I forgot
at a
about
Disney
that.
park that I've ever seen.
And then I believe it's the same voice actor when she turns old.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, it should probably
yeah,
is, yeah.
the like she transformed her
The
voice.
range,
Like
yeah.
it's so impressive. Like it still holds up today.
Yeah.
Good
It's
pick.
all the way back in 1937.
Still stands.
Yeah, it's hecka cool.
Well, thank you two for being on here.
Thank you for letting us be on
Yeah,
here.
thank you.
You're welcome. And I know,
been a minute.
Alexi, I don't regret having you on.
Thank you.
Wow, you're like specifically point that out.
Let the
about,
public
like-
know you haven't disowned me. Thank you.
I was not expecting K. Rool. I was like, what? From the 64 game?
You're like, I didn't expect you to pick a cool villain.
I thought you was going to say Grunty from Banjo-Kazooie.
So I was thinking about that, but I'm like, she's not. She's a bad guy, but she's not cool. King K. Rool is
better
cool.
than K. Rool.
K. Rool.
100%. She's got 2
Cool.
games
K.
under her
Rool is
belt.
cool.
That are 3D. But anyway. All right. Well, we'll leave it at that. Thank you, too. Thank you, David. And we'll bid you all adieu on this brand new episode of the Snarp Fangle Podcast. If you listened this far, send me the word Walter White. Text it, comment, run from it.
With a blue heart.
And remember that even if the blue dust gets you down sometimes,
Oh my god.
don't forget to lift your nose to the sky and Snarp Fangle on.
Bye-bye now.